first here. Hello, hello, hello. Hey guys. Welcome to the stream. How are y'all doing on this fine Saturday morning, afternoon,
Hello.
evening, night, whatever your time zones are? Oh. Howdy. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Oh, you guys ready to get this Saturday stream going? I see we got 4 viewers so far. Hi. Hello all. So yeah. Let's get these videos going. Alright, where are we at?
Only 2 people in the stream.
Wait, really? Oh, well my thing says we got 3. So let's see. Start off with some Nuke's Top 5. How about that?
A woman named Natalie who lives in the UK with her family says that lately strange things have been happening in their home. Natalie says that recently they've been doing renovations in their older house, and she believes that...
Let me know what the audio levels are good, if you can hear me good, if you can hear the video good.
all of the activity might have disturbed something in the home, something dark and sinister. One night while her son is sleeping, this happens.
Uh-oh, somebody yoinked him. Oh.
Some unseen force seems to grab Natalie's son by his ankle and pull him right off the bed. The boy cries, and as if he is speaking to someone that we can't see, he says, "I don't like it. No." Natalie says that her son then ran into their bedroom crying and said that there was a man in his room. Obviously, we can see that there was no man in his room. So just who or what pulled the boy's leg? You decide. Reality check.
I really hate the ones involving kids. I just feel so bad. I just want to, like, hug them and comfort them. Poor babies.
Now, before we start with this video, it needs a little bit of explanation. So the Quest 3 VR headset has a mixed reality mode where it can scan your room, including all furniture, and it will actually project your game onto the walls, ceiling, and furniture of your own house.
Cool.
This tech uses infrared light and depth sensors to only detect things in the room, and it's actually very accurate.
Cool.
So Reddit user Moki is playing a kid's game called First Encounter, where you shoot at puffy little aliens that virtually run around your house. But her Quest VR headset is picking up something very strange in her home.
Uh-oh. Whoa! That was a silhouette! What the heck?
Yo, what's good, buddy? Haven't seen you in a long minute.
Hey, Zayden, what's up?
Now again, it bears mentioning that Moki is playing a kid's game. This is not a ghost game, and whatever that is should not be there. The Quest VR headset has detected something very strange in her hallway.
Good.
Something shadowy that looks like a man standing there in a dark hood or robe.
Welcome.
So just what do you think that her VR headset was picking up? Let me...
Welcome, people who are watching. We're just watching a little Nuke's Top 5 at the moment.
No. The Midnight Messenger. Jennifer is taking care of her elderly mother who is critically ill. One night, she sees something on her mother's bedroom video monitor
games did
that
stuff
gives her
like that.
goosebumps.
The possibilities are endless, Tilda.
Oh, that VR set that projects it into your house. Yeah, that looks really good. You know, aside from the possible ghost silhouettes. Yeah, that looks really, really cool. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh, Meemaw's talking in her sleep.
Did you hear it? In the middle of the night, a quiet little
No.
female voice seems to whisper, "Come." And the
Oh.
elderly woman seems to raise her hands and responds, "Okay." Then again, we hear the quiet little voice clearly say, "Mama."
Oh, I was referring to the ghost silhouettes. That's awesome. And so
The
eerie.
woman's daughter Jennifer says that she believes that this is the voice of her sister who passed away in 2017.
Aw.
She believes that her sister is there to comfort their mom as she passes over to the other side.
Aw.
Okay.
Well, let's hope that's what that was.
By the way, Jennifer's family has recently had a lot of bad news, with both her elderly father and mother sadly becoming critically ill. If you'd like to help them, you can check out their GoFundMe at this link, which you can also find down in the video description. Scratching the surface. Tara Rule says that as a child, she lived in a haunted house. She says that as she grew up, she believes that some strange paranormal entity from the house attached itself to her.
I'm gonna tell you a ghost story, a true ghost story, and I believe that whatever it is has followed me here.
Tara says that she often finds all of the cabinets in her kitchen open. She also says that her cat sometimes seems spooked and will actually just hide for no reason. But Tara says that lately, things in her house have started to get even spookier.
I'm on the phone with my stepdad today, right? And he goes, "Who's there with you?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Who's there with you?" I was like, "No one, why?" And he's like, "Who's that guy talking?"
Oh.
I'm like, "I'm here completely alone. What do you mean?" He's like, "There's a man talking, like just as loud as you right now." And I was like, "I don't hear anything." And then he said it stopped.
But it gets even weirder.
Dad,
As
you better
see,
quit
recently
playing.
Scratches have started to form on Tara's windows, but not on the inside. Tara has noticed that there are now strange deep scratches on the outside of the windows of her apartment on the second
Waiting
floor.
for bad
So bad news,
messages.
there's new scratches. Again, these are on the outside.
Good. Be on
of the
standby.
windows, and I'm on the second floor. You can tell me what you think of this.
I am on standby.
Good.
I don't know what it says, but it looks like it's like 4 letters maybe. Again, this is on the outside of the window, you can see. Second floor. But I'll show you, these are definitely on the outside of the window, because I can wipe and wipe and wipe, and they're 100% on the outside. The only other like weird-ish
Oh.
thing to note is I've been hearing like loud
Oh.
noises.
The door opened. She's like, what the hell? That little cabinet just opened.
Am I f***ing? That's Jackie. Oh my god, thank god.
Who there? Who's in my house?
Oh my god, Jackie! I'm sorry, dude. You just scared the holy out of me.
As Tara is showing the new scratches that have formed on her
Poor
windows, she actually manages to capture one of the kitchen cabinets opening all on its own. Understandably, she is a bit freaked out. To this day, Tara Rule still experiences strange activity in her apartment, and she found new scratches on her windows just days ago. If you see something that you
Damn.
think would be perfect for the top 5, email me at nukestop5@gmail.com. You can also tag me on TikTok at nukestop5official, and be sure to tag me only at nukestop5official because there are a lot of fake accounts on there. The other side. Brother and sister Josh and Crystal are doing a paranormal investigation at the notoriously haunted Hotel del Coronado in San Diego, California. The old hotel opened in 1888, and over the last 137
Ooh, that's a
years,
big place.
workers and visitors at the hotel claim to have witnessed multiple paranormal incidents and sightings. There are constant reports of lights flickering, televisions turning on and off, and things flying off shelves. Josh and Crystal see something in a side room and try to catch it on film. It doesn't really work, but they do catch something even creepier.
Oh.
It's okay. I can see you. Come to me. Are you a little boy? It's okay. Come here. It's okay. I don't know if my eyes are playing tricks on me, but it looks like it's going like back and forth. See a movie? See a movie?
Wow.
It's okay.
No, wait. Come back.
Where?
No, you come back. Go straight. Look straight. Towards me. No. Turn towards me like you were earlier. Put your back towards me.
As Crystal
Oh,
attempts
what the
to
hell?
talk to the spirit of a little boy that she believes haunts the room, suddenly Josh's camera captures the spooky, unexplained shadow of a little child that seems to run right past Crystal from the other side.
Earlier. Put your back towards me.
So did Josh and Crystal catch evidence of the supernatural at the old Hotel del Coronado? As always, you decide.
I mean, that could
Give me
easily be
shelter.
faked.
YouTuber Tyson Pierce has a channel dedicated to travel,
Just saying.
the outdoors, and basic survival in nature. But on one
Oh, cool. I like those kind of videos where they build shelters and stuff and survive in the wilderness. I like those videos. Yeah, I have an open mind that this kind of stuff could be real, but I also try to have a critical eye, you know. Be open-minded, but not so open-minded that your brain falls out, you know?
fateful day, all of his training is put to the ultimate test when something happens that is absolutely terrifying. Tyson is out in the middle of nowhere in Hawkesbury, Ontario, Canada, building what he calls a Viking turf house survival hut. Tagging along with him to help are his younger brother and his friend. The guys are about halfway through building the Viking hut when suddenly an urgent weather warning comes through on Tyson's phone.
Environment Canada has issued a severe thunderstorm warning. Mobile coverage area, take cover immediately if threatening.
But he and the boys are in the middle of nowhere with no time
That's
to
not
get
good.
out of there. Now, before I show this in accordance with YouTube rules, let me note that absolutely no one was hurt in this video. But this frightening scene is what happened as the storm rolled in.
Oh, leaf.
What the hell? Oh my god.
Oh, it's coming in.
I'm going.
Oh, je pense qu'il y a une tornade.
Non, oui, pardon.
On peut pas se sauver, c'est d'être là. Check.
Ah, ils se sont fait.
Check.
Qu'est-ce qu'ils t'ont fait?
Elle s'en vient, reste en dedans.
Non, non, non.
En dedans, en dedans. Non, on peut pas, il est trop tard. En dedans. Reste en dessous. Tornado. Tornado. Stay low. Stay low. Stay low. Stay low.
Oh my god.
Stay. Stay low.
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
Is it leaving?
No. Stay. Oh, buddy. Stay. Stay. Listen, il est small ball.
Guys, are we gonna die? Are we
Stay
gonna
low.
die?
No, we're
Okay,
good. We're good.
No, we're dying. We're dying.
No, stay.
We're dead. don't blame the kid. I'd be terrified.
Stay, Miguel.
No way we survived this. Death is coming.
C'est good, on est good.
But sir, ça pour ça, sir.
Please, God, please, please.
God, s'il vous plaît. Oh my God, no.
Oh my God.
Stay, please, God, please.
God, please.
C'est good, on est good. On est correct.
Oh my God.
On est correct, guys, on est good. S'il vous plaît.
Now again, let me repeat that in accordance with YouTube rules, none of these guys were hurt. Because of
Good.
the amazing stability
goodness.
of Tyson's shelter, everyone survived and made it out without a scrape. Tyson returns a few days after the storm to check out his shelter and the surrounding woods.
That's my cabin. 2 trees. 2.
Oh wow.
That's my cabin right there. That is insane. Oh, that's snap though. Snap. I need to clear the trees. That's snap there as well.
The trees around the shelter have been uprooted and blown to the ground, but the shelter is still there. Guys are even able to find their bikes buried under one of the downed trees.
Oh yes. Oh my God, no way. Our bikes are good. Wow.
Good spot.
My bike.
So Tyson's amazing nature shelter actually saved their lives.
Wow.
He considers it a blessing that they were all able to escape without injury.
Thank you.
The night visitor in the
That's incredible. That dude has got some master bushcraft skills, man. That's amazing.
city of Gwalior in India, something very
job,
strange
dude.
has been happening. Multiple people have recorded CCTV footage of a strange woman wrapped head to toe in traditional Indian clothing who seems to roam the streets late at night ringing random doorbells before just vanishing without a trace. It is said that animals react strangely to the woman, often running in fear. On one late night, a family in Gwalior records the woman walking down their street.
Even the bull got scared.
वो तेरी भैया हाँ अब देखो तो आई देखो और कहने बैकवर भी कुत्ती को नक लग रही भैया देखो हाँ
A bull in the alley runs away in fear as the woman approaches. And then as she rings one of the doorbells, her arm seems to stretch in a bizarre, inhuman way. Now, no one knows who the woman is or why she repeats this strange behavior night after night. Some residents of the town believe that she might be some sort of spirit, especially since police have been called
Do
multiple
you think
times
we
to
will
the
get
scene.
more Mortal
When they
Kombat
arrive,
1
the
characters?
woman can never be found.
We might.
Just outside your window. It's late one night when 3 brothers are asleep in their room.
Now, the bull ran because it's an animal. I mean, animals tend to run off when
So
you
it's a
approach
maybe.
them. Yeah, it's a maybe. But yeah, animals tend to run off when you approach them, so, you know, it could just be that. And as for her arm stretching, I mean, that could just be because of the camera quality. Some kind of glitch, or it just kind of gives the illusion. Just saying.
They wake up to a strange sound that seems to be coming from their window.
Oh, hell no.
What was that, bro?
Nah, bro, chill, bro. Hold it down. Bro, you serious?
Should I close the window?
That's a germ.
Yeah, close the damn window.
Bro, it's coming from right there.
Bro, but it's hot.
No germ.
What happened to the bed goth?
No! No!
What the hell? They're getting the hell out of
Boys have
there.
the fright of their life as they hear and see someone or something looking into their window.
Oh,
and they
hell
run from the room
no.
screaming. Unfortunately, the clip was posted without a source, so we just have to wonder what they saw. And even scarier, we have to worry that these shaky bunk beds will someday come crashing down and crush that guy on the bottom bunk. Oh no. 8 lives. This next video was sent in by hundreds of Nuke's Top 5 viewers, but unfortunately, no one had a link to the original
Ha
source.
ha ha ha.
So the story goes
Yeah.
that the owner's cat had recently passed away, but they believed that her ghost was haunting her old play cat tower. They claim they set up a camera and caught this spooky footage.
Aww. I was thinking about getting our cats one of those toys, the little flopping fish toy. Uh-oh. Did you hear that? Yeah, that's a cat yowling.
And did you get one for the cat?
I'm thinking about it. Ooh!
Now, I have no source on this video, and I'm certainly not saying it's a quote-unquote real video of a ghost cat, but it's definitely kinda creepy. And some animal lovers say that they actually find the video very comforting.
Oh,
But
yeah.
let me know what you
That
think.
is a ghost of car.
Scary videos. So,
Of car.
as usual, these are videos that were sent in that didn't really fit in the rest of the list. They're either a bit silly, a bit funny, or just kinda weird. So, Kaylee Shreve is working her shift at a Victoria's Secret store, and she goes to take a restroom break.
Ooh la la.
Things start to get very weird.
Oh.
I swear to God, this hand dryer just turned on by itself. And that's how far, like, this is how far away I am from it.
Uh-huh.
Turn on again if there's somebody here with me. I will shit on myself right now.
Now that was truly disturbing. And let's hope that one of Kaylee's coworkers had a wet wipe or something.
She said, I will shit on myself right now
Ha
and
ha
leave.
ha ha.
It's just like, I will shit on myself right now and leave. I won't even bother wiping. I'm out of here.
I will shit on myself right now. I'm not even wiping my ass.
See there, I'm not even
Dr.
wiping my ass.
RCA
I'm
is
getting out of
exploring
here.
an old abandoned house that is said to be haunted. He encounters something lurking in the decaying house that shocks him to his core.
Uh-oh. When you're exploring a
Wope
house...
wope wope.
Yeah. Womp womp. Okay, if you hear my cat yowling in the background, that's one of our mother cats. Her kittens are kind of scratching her when they nurse on her, and, you know, that hurts. So if you hear her kind of yowling in the background, it's because they're scratching her, and she's like, ow! So don't worry about it. I gotta look up and see if there's anything we can do about that, because I feel really bad. You're exploring a house on the grounds of a bando mental asylum, and you think you hear a noise. Okay. Oh. What?
What the
Oh!
What the
Bird, you scared the frig out of me! He's trying to get out.
So it's only a black vulture, but these birds usually feed off dead things. So what if there's something dead in that? No, there's probably not. There's probably nothing in there. Anyway, and finally, there's nothing worse than when you rent a nice Airbnb and the owner decides to drop.
Or even if there was something dead in there, it's probably just another animal, like a, yeah, scavenger animal or something.
Drop by to say hello, especially if they drop by like this.
What the hell?
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah.
You're the people that I let the house to, right?
Yeah.
You're here on holiday?
Yeah. Who are you?
I own the house. I'm Richard.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Warming it, yeah? Is that a
Having a shower now.
Where's your trousers? Where's your trousers?
If it's not inconvenient right now, I'd like to use the bathroom.
Excuse me, we've rented this house from you.
Yeah, well, any problems?
No, there's no problems, mate. Just like,
With the house?
well, yeah, I'm happy with the house, but like, what are you doing here?
I live here. Look.
Okay, but like, what are you doing, mate? Where's my privacy? So hold a minute, yeah. Whilst we're sleeping, yeah, you're going out in the kitchen.
Yeah, well, I've got to put my dirty plates out there.
What in the world?
Are you just in a jail in there? And where's your clothes gone? Where's your clothes?
They're in the washing machine. Stuff in the washing machine. I hope you don't mind. But...
Well, no, but it's a bit weird. What's happening? What's happening here?
Look, this should be no problem. I'm not going to interfere with you.
But you're interfering with me now.
No. This is unfortunate.
This is weird.
I do all this at night.
I think the no pants is the most disturbing part for me. So that's all for this week. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, that was
and
weird.
Hopefully I'll see you back again next time.
Yeah, that was definitely weird. Okay, let's see. On to the next one. Oh my god, a lot of these are like an hour long. I'm gonna watch this one.
There are no less than 5 bandit dens within spitting distance of Whiterun. Why so many? With such an enthusiastic bandit population and such a...
That's a good point. There's a lot of bandit hideouts around Whiterun alone.
Relatively small area, you've got to think, well, life must be pretty good for your old bandits. Well, is it? We'll look at the comfort, the locations, the activities, the amenities of these depraved dens of delinquency.
Did you watch the Wolverine movies?
How do Skyrim's bandits live like this? I don't know if you can hear him, but the other guy's just down there singing and making sandwiches, located just across the Eastern River from Whiterun.
I've seen the first one. I didn't see the second one, but I saw a review on it, and I already know what happens in it. I did not see that last one.
You have 2 people on the stream.
Okay, well, that's fine.
Run. Is White River Watch? Eh, not every bandit hideout has a front garden, pal. Nice wee campfire, nice wee bench to make your sandwiches. Are you on sandwich duty? Because you're certainly not on watch, considering you're sitting with your back to the main road. Speaking of the main road,
I have the Hugh Jackman
this
one.
is not only have you got a winding path leading up to White River Watch.
Which one? They're all Hugh Jackman movies.
You can post your archers up here on the ledges, raining down arrows, defending against the guards.
Raining down arrows.
If the guards ever bothered their arse to cross the river and do their job, which is the second best bit. about the defensive capabilities of White River Watch, in that the guards never seem to actually leave this path here. Maybe it's because of that one wolf. And should they get past that very dangerous wolf, you have 2 lads on watch. Well, you have 1 lad on watch, 1 lad kind of watching. You're a bandit, pal. You don't get to pick. You don't get to pick your family. You don't get to pick your work colleagues, and you don't get to pick your fellow bandits. And you're stuck with that guy. No luck. Anyway, White River Watch.
Who's that? Rodolphe? That you?
Here was me complimenting the defensive capabilities of White River Watch, and they've posted a blind guy on guard. You look at him, he's proper blind as well. He hasn't got a clue where this is coming from. No, he's not blind in the slightest. He knows exactly what's going on here. That's not the face of a blind man. That's the face of a man who's not blind, that has to pretend that he's blind for the sake of, I don't know, luring people into a false sense of security and then stabbing them in the back, I suspect. Let's see this book you're pretending to read. I just accidentally stole your plate. And you have to pretend you didn't see that because you're blind. Oh, very good. All part of the ruse, all part of the blind RP. He's so mad at me. Look how not blind that guy is. He's a bit of a drinker as well. You know what? If I had to just sit there and pretend to read a book with no words on it, I would probably drink my days away too. What happened here? Yeah. This is caved in, right? That's almost unsalvageable now. And not only that, but you've got a wardrobe stuffed. And how are you going to get that back out? Do you know how heavy real wood wardrobes are? That's at least a 2-person job. But you can't fit a second person in there, can you? Because some idiot, some big musclehead has managed to push it all the way in there. I suppose you would just go and get the same musclehead to pull it back out. Knocked over stools. Yep. Knocked over chairs.
You pushed it in there, you can get it out.
You can tidy up after yourself. You have to live here. Life is hard enough living in a hole in the wall without, you know...
Yeah.
This nonsense. And there's mushrooms everywhere. You know that wood's going to rot, don't you? And you can see why there's mushrooms and moss everywhere. There's water dripping from every crevice of this place. I'm surprised the candles
I see it, yeah.
You can't have that rheumy-eyed fool as our watchman, even if he is Hashvar's uncle. Time we dealt with both of them.
We strike tonight at dusk. Be ready.
That's the problem with banditry, pal. You can't even trust your close friends. Poor blind Ulfa. Over there, no honor among thieves. Pretend he's blind. You look more blind than he does. Need something? Well, you're obviously not blind. Well, he's obviously not blind as well. Okay, and he's going to know. He's going to know that you're plotting against him, and it'll be hell mend you. I tell you, hell mended to you, plotting against your pals. Hey, honor amongst thieves. What happened to that? Shocking, shocking. The life of a bandit, so it is. I suppose that's what living conditions like this would do to you. I do appreciate that they've put wooden planks underneath the sleeping bags to make it comfier. I'm not sure hardwood makes sleeping comfier, but I do understand it's probably a little bit more even than Rocky Mountain floor, which would inevitably do your back in. Why can't you put that amount of effort into cleaning the place? This could be a nice gaff if you would take that effort and apply it everywhere. Maybe it's good that there's a doctor in the house, because I'm sensing trouble from those two. You probably have as well, actually. You've been eavesdropping in on them, and that's maybe why you're making potions and poisons. It's all schemes in the bandit den. It's all schemes. In White River Watch, schemes and mushrooms and cobwebs. And some gear as well. The place is, you know, and there's a loot. Okay, so yeah, we're not without our fun at White River Watch.
Lucky if it doesn't rip our throats out.
And a dog trainer. We get a dog. I mean, that's the face of a dog that wants to eat me, right? But you're the dog trainer. Have more faith in yourself. I saw a wee lever here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh no, just you shouldn't keep dogs in cages. No, defend. I kind of feel bad for the dog.
Aww.
Looks like you need to find another dog to train. Lucky enough, actually, there's one outside White River Watch. Unless you already know that, and that's one of ours. Is that our guard dog? It's all beginning to make sense. You know, for a bunch of backstabbing schemers. You've got your heads screwed on.
Yeah, I didn't think about that, but maybe that one just outside on the road is the guard dog.
What you do? Makes you wonder how they got the wolf in there in the first place. Did you hear that racket with Thomas? Thomas the Orc. Aye, Thomas. Weird name for an orc, but aye, Thomas the Orc. Aye, he's convinced himself that he's going to capture a wolf and train it as a dog. Have you told him? I've told him they're not the same thing, but you know what, Thomas? He'll no listen. He'll not. All right, Thomas. All right, lads. I got the dog in. I got. And he's just covered in scratches and bite marks. It was a bit of a struggle, man. That's a lot feistier than my old dog, so it is. What was your old dog's name? Colin? Colin the orc dog. Colin the orc dog. Is it maybe because they're not dogs? No, this is a dog. It sounds like a dog. It's shaped like a dog. It bites me like a dog. It's a fucking dog.
It bites me like a dog.
And then you realise you're talking to an orc with a warhammer, and you're like, alright, it's a dog. You with the bite marks. Anyway, is there any sandwiches left outside? I'm ravenous. And we do have all this extra meat lying about.
True.
Anyway, what am I talking about? This isn't even a bit in the video. This is a nice bench. Nothing funny to say about this bench. I just kind of like this bench, to be honest. There's wee leaves in the air. I'm not getting dripped on. That's a first. But I like this wee cavern. Oh, no, it's crap. Right, it was ruined. I was just putting over how much I was beginning to like this wee place. And you've got a big dead body just hanging there. What's the point of that? Do you know dead bodies leak? Do you know what they leak? Everything, James.
Ew.
They leak everything. Now there's just everything dripping down onto these idiots.
Yuck.
Oh, no wonder the dog was after them. They probably smelt like dead body as well. Now, where does this take us? Oh my, this takes us out onto the balcony. Very fancy, sir. Oh, indeed, that was the smug confirmation of a man that he knows for a bandit. He's got it pretty good. I say that, it sounds like two of your pals are going to try and stab you tonight in your sleep.
Yeah.
So enjoy the view while you can. A wee coin purse here. Look, what have we got in here? Steel war axe, 69 gold, ring of minor destruction, necklace of minor deft hand, and a silver necklace. I mean, it's not a huge treasure trove, but you've done okay for yourself. You're going to need that health and stamina potion, by the way. Is that what the wee alchemist lass, is that what she's brewing you up? To get you strong for tonight's confrontation?
Possibly.
Some skooma. The imported stuff. Just one last time.
He knows. He knows. Well, on that note, buddy, I'm going to leave you to it. Best of luck. But that's just the life of a bandit. So it is. White River Watch. There's a cracking view. It has a front garden. And there's always the potential for sandwiches as long as you don't mind a bit of wolf. The sandwich is probably all soggy and mouldy from the dampness. And you're going to get stabbed in your sleep tonight. And a mouldy sandwich is hardly what I would call a last supper.
Yeah.
Befitting a bandit such as yourself.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't live in White River Watch. Now this is more like it. This is a bandit fortress. Fort Greymoor, to be precise.
Fort Greymoor.
Which I will repeatedly and mistakenly refer to as Fort Greymoor for the remainder of this video. I hope it does your nut in. Usually I would complain about the hanging dead bodies, but if I was going to hang a dead body, this is where I would do it. Out in the open, you know, well ventilated, off to the side so you can still get indoors without getting covered in jobby blood or whatever's coming out of that body. Isn't that right, James? You got to think about these things. Well fortified, well patrolled, kind of. There's one guy. Oh, there's somebody there, a woman there. There's that guy there. Somebody over there. Okay, this is well fortified. And the big lad at the forge, who looks like he could be doing with taking a break. You alright there, Chief?
Need something?
I need you to relax, pal. You're a bandit. Don't work so hard. I thought the whole point of being a bandit was not having a job. But needs must, even if it's just for repairing your own gear. That's good stuff. We've got stables for horses that we don't have, but we could steal horses because we're bandits. Or we could just hide in the stables and get drunk by ourselves. Nothing sadder than that. My goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, the life of a bandit. It's no all glamour. It's no all glitz and glamour and violence and adventure, is it? No.
Nope.
Sometimes it's just about sobbing in the stables, cradling a pint of mead. Yeah, we get some dummies. Perhaps fool the passers-by into thinking there's even more people here than there are. Goes without saying, really, because it's a fortress. And it was built with strategic positioning in mind. But you can pretty much see as far as you could possibly want to see from here. Nothing sneaking up on you lot, eh, hen? Nice wee campfire, nice wee bottle of mead. What have we got in this sack? Salt. I don't know about you, but I love a good pile of salt to have with my mead, so I do. Delicious. The salt really complements the honey of the mead. Yup.
Hey, the salt is for preserving meats.
Yup. Oh, being a bandit's pure shite, man. And there's a wee well, which would hopefully signify running water. I mean, it's closed up and there doesn't look like there's anything in it, so never mind. There is a bucket though, but it's a tipped over empty bucket, which means somebody probably had the same thought I had. Yes,
When are
we've
going
got
to
running
Resident
drinkable
Evil
water
Oak
here.
Chris Run?
And then they found
I'll try
out
to
that
get that
actually, no, we
completed
don't.
in
But
the
it's
next,
fine. There's a stream outside,
day or
which
two.
makes me think you do have running water. I saw it when I was up there. I don't know why I'm talking to you specifically. Maybe because you're looking at me specifically. Anyway, I'm going to go into Fort Greymore now. Ah, that famous indoor Skyrim mist. Well, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Where do we check first? I think I'll go left. When in doubt, head left. Into what appears to be the dining room. I tell you what, it's got lots of beer, lots of mugs, lots of food, fire, reading materials. It looks like Fort Greymore is well stocked. Oh, this is where we keep the badgins. Oh, well, wait, no. You're the badgins. This is where they keep the good uns. Your prisoner's dead. I don't think he's supposed to be because you've put food in there. That tells me that he was supposed to be alive and now he's dead. Either you're cooking shite or you were far too late with the food. Oh, Simon, what did you have for breakfast? Egg. Egg and what? Egg. All right, what have we got here? Oh, prisoner's
Egg and
snacks.
what?
Oh, so
Just
we're
egg.
quite organised, aren't we? I'll be honest, if I was a bandit, not saying I'm not a bandit, hen, like keep that big giant warhammer back there. If I was a bandit, I wouldn't bother my arse with the rags. I guess if they have nice clothes, you want to steal the nice clothes, don't you? Although no bandits seem to ever put them on. Which makes you wonder what they do with all the fancy stuff, because it's not like you can just go to the shop and sell it, is it? No. You were probably an organised person before you became a bandit, and just because you are a bandit doesn't mean you should abandon your love for organising things. Any living prisoners? How are we the prisoner keeping? Was that a one-off? Oh, no. No. No, it wasn't. No, this one doesn't even have food, I don't think. Any at all? Any living prisoners? Nope. Any more? No. Any more prisoners? No, that's a giant troll. Oh, a dark elf. I think you're the first dark elf I've seen. You know what, mate? You guys pure love slavery. Now, look, I'm not... Okay, listen. I'm not pro-slavery. I'm just saying it'd be a bit of a waste of resources, isn't it, pal? When you're a bandit, you can't really afford to do that, can you? Why is this hanging here? Is this some sort of alarm system for somebody that's sneaking up directly here? Or is it just because you pure love bones and stuff and that's why there's a bunch of dead prisoners? It's the second part, isn't it? You probably buy them. You probably do love slavery and you just buy folk and cut them up and turn them into decor.
Oh my gosh.
And while I was quite complimentary about the stacked shelves of ragged clothing, I'm not as into stinky bones and stuff. You know, bodies smell bad, mate. It probably reeks in here. You going to do anything with this troll or are you just going to admire it? Are you waiting for me to leave? That's disgusting. You're disgusting. Bandit living is disgusting. Back in the main fortress, and we'll take the right path to another sort of dining area, but with no chairs. This feels more like a war room. A war room where we declared war on the salmon, and we had wee sandwiches. You wouldn't think that, would you? You wouldn't think, being a bandit, you'd be sitting at your war room with your pals, drinking and making salmon sandwiches while you spoke about capturing people and killing them and turning their bones into wall decorations. Bandits are far more nuanced than you would think. A nice cooking spit as well. Oh, and this is the kitchen cupboard with all your dishes. Don't know where you wash the dishes. I suspect you don't. That's very organised, isn't it? Very organised for bandits, and they've got all their tankards on the shelf as well. Not bad at all. Hey, hen. Oh, hello.
I just cook and clean and do whatever it is they ask.
Right. What's your name, hen? Agnes. Okay, this is beginning to make a lot more sense. Agnes is the one that keeps this place clean and tidy and well stocked and well organised. It's you, isn't it, Agnes? It's not these other idiots, it's just you.
Hard enough to keep up with who owns this fort. One side takes over, the other runs away. I tell them, I ain't leaving. I come with the place. Ha!
I like you, Agnes.
Yeah.
This fort's yours. Fort Agnes. That's what they should call it, pal. This is kind of what I meant with the slavery thing, right? You can bring in useful folk and they can help you live a better life, and you know, you can make it worth the while. I don't want to be right. This is not a pro-slavery video, right? Never mind. This is well organised though, but that's because of
disclaimer: slavery is bad.
Too much cleaning to do.
Listen, Agnes. If every bandit fortress had a woman like you, Living conditions would be far better than they are, I tell you that much. The basement does have rats,
True.
unfortunately. Although you're dealing with the rats. I bet you this is Agnes. Agnes is getting all the credit for this. Ah, there's that water I was talking about, and they've got the buckets in, and it's not still water. No parasites or nothing from this water. This is clean, fresh water, maybe. In fact, let's go find out. Okay, so it's a stream. I'm not really sure how the stream is coming from here. That doesn't really work for me, right? You'd think this would be the end point. My brain's not big enough to figure that out. I'll leave that to much smarter people than me. Is that another rat trap? That seems very elaborate and quite cruel just for a rat. I suppose you'd be annoyed if they get pissing in the drinking water. Oh, hello, this is a toilet. Oh my! Whoa, what's that all about? Skyrim famously doesn't have any toilets. It is a universal truth of the Elder Scrolls universe. There's no toilets, no bogs, no lavies, no shitters, no pissers. Nowhere to do the do. And none of that matters because it's consistent until now. Until now.
Oh, I
this raises questions.
Oh no, I found plenty of little makeshift bathrooms in Skyrim. You can kind of guess it when you see like just a bucket in the corner. You can kind of guess that's probably a chamber pot.
Because now I'm beginning to see the bandit's point. Given the option between a lawless life with toilets and a lawful life, but I had to hold it in all day every day. I know what I'm picking, because I'm pretty sure that's a toilet. I'm not really sure what the stool is for, unless you're supposed to, like, post up on it.
Maybe.
This is probably an unfortunate angle of me. I'm not entirely sure what the stool's for, unless it's a washroom and it's not a toilet, and you're supposed to, like, go down the stairs into the basement, fill it up full of the water, you know, the confused stream, fill it up full of water, bring it all the way back up the stairs, sit on the stool, soak yourself, get yourself a wee bit, one of these, and then you're clean. But then the water would drain back down the stairs, wouldn't it? Back into your only water supply, which seems bad. And I feel like if you were going to wash, you would just go out into the stream and wash. That's where people stream, because it's running water and it takes the dirt away, so you don't have to worry about it. No, it's a toilet.
Yeah.
Besides, it's funnier if it's a toilet. I'm just squeezing one out, minding my own business. And then I just look over, and there's a woman over there. Now, she, in her defence, is desperately trying not to look at me, and I do respect that. But you're going to hear it, aren't you? I mean, I've never shat into an empty bucket before, but I imagine there's a sort of thud. You know? Which I think is perhaps even worse than a plop. Oh, and we've got burnt bodies in here. I'm sure they smell great. Between the skeletons, the charred bodies, and the shitter over there, it must be absolutely reeking in this room. So I'm going to leave you to it. And if we go up the stairs... Oh, we got a wee training room.
Need something?
No, nothing at all, pal. What we got? What's the pride and joy of Fort Greymore? A steel warhammer, a garnet, 61 quid, soul gem, 11 arrows, and a circlet of minor destruction. Okay. The trick to training, mate, is to swing at it, right? Are you practicing your promos? Are you practicing your speeches? Because there is an altar over there. Ah, right. You were practicing your speeches. Well, I'm just going to stand here and listen.
He talks to me like that again. Dead in while he's sleeping. A poison is meat. See how he likes that.
Oh my. Well, alright then.
Not much of a speech, was it? More like karaoke. Is this the karaoke bar? Don't worry, pal, I'm shite at karaoke as well. Hate it, so I do. Another dead body. You know, I guess Agnes hasn't quite got up here. Or Agnes is, you know, Agnes is a wee old lady. Maybe she's not strong enough to shift all these bodies. I wouldn't be sleeping in here with a fresh... That looks kind of fresh.
Yeah.
Because if it isn't, that's somehow worse. Which means this place is also stinking. Wait a minute. I think this is the only bed I've seen in this whole fortress. Where do you lot sleep?
Yeah.
The only other beds are for the prisoners. Do the prisoners have it better than you lot? James, do you guys all sleep in the prison beds? Because if I was you, I wouldn't trust that Dunmer, right? And not because he's a Dunmer. I'm not being like that. I'm just saying he was looking at that troll corpse funny, and everybody else in that room is dead. I know you bandits have it rough, but surely there's an alternative to that. Fort Greymore. Fuck. Fort Greymore. Oh, dearie me. Fort Greymoor, right? It might have no beds, and the beds it does have are used to rest the dead bodies of the prisoners we failed to take care of. It also probably smells pretty bad, but other than that, right? And I know no beds and surrounded by dead bodies is a big other than that, but other than that, it's very defensible. It's very well stocked. It's clean. It's tidy. Agnes keeps a tight ship. It has a source of drinking water, a rather confused source of drinking water, toilets and or washrooms. Well, no, not and or. And would be bad, right? Unless you need to at least switch the buckets. And it has a karaoke bar. If you're one of the sickos that are into that sort of thing. I could live in Fort Greymoor. Fort Greymoor. I could try and live in Fort Greymoor, but it'd probably kick me out for constantly mispronouncing it. I'm sure bandits are very concerned about that sort of thing. It should be called Fort Agnes anyway. Maybe the well-defended, well-stocked, well-kept environment of Fort Greymoor isn't your cuppa. Maybe you're standing there on patrol, you're looking over the walls, you look into the ground and you think, I would rather live there. So this is Rederin's Retreat. If you head north from Fort Greymoor, you'll come across Rederin's Retreat. A hole in the wall. A bit of a downgrade from the old fortress. It does have its strategic benefits, so I was kind of walking around the perimeter, as I do, while I check these sorts of things. And I quite like how hidden in plain sight it is. Okay, this is quite a busy wee road. Well, I mean, it's not because it's night time, and maybe it's not a busy road at all, because I haven't seen anybody on it, and mostly because you'd have to go past Fort Greymoor anyway, so maybe it's not a particularly busy road, but let's pretend that it is. There's a guy over there, actually. Oh, it's Mike the Liar. Hello, Mike.
It does not
Mike
matter
the
to
liar.
Mike how strong or smart one is. It only matters what one can do.
Oh, what a guy. Anyway, the point is, let's do a wee bit of Merchant Traveller RP. Oh, I'm a pure merchant. And I'm just running about. Oh, wait. Okay, I was going to say, oh, I'm a merchant and I've got no idea that there's a bandit hideout right there. But some absolute dafty has basically put a big flag post that says, there's a pure thing over here, lads. Look at me waving about in the air to show you that there's a place here that you should be aware of. Bandits are pure idiots, man. Anyway, Rederin's Retreat. Straw, dust, mushrooms and cobwebs as far as the eye can see. And bevy. The most important thing of all. Can't be having a bandit hideout without good bevy. And a dog! Yeah. Hey, this place has a dog. Hello, dog. Hey!
Woof, woof.
Alright, okay. Maybe bandit living isn't so bad. Alright, James, what's happening? Nobody on watch. I mean, I guess the dog's on watch, aren't they? Imagine, your guard actually bothering his arse to do his job. And you come in here, you're like, oh, are there baddies? And you just see bevy, right? And you think, oh, there's maybe baddies. And a dog, you think, there's no way there could be baddies here. Oh, no, a baddie! And then it's too late and James is already on you and so's the dog.
Yeah.
Bit of an obtuse approach to defence. But I do respect it. That's a half-decent wee choke point, isn't it? You know, because that big bit of rock in the middle kind of blocks your view of the situation. And they can look through and see you coming. But they're facing the wrong way. That's maybe no ideal. But I suppose that's your job. To walk back and forwards, and you've got these bones hanging around. I don't really know what good they do. Like, you're just not going to walk into that, are you? You'd be like, oh, look, there's a pelvis. Of all the things hanging from the ceiling that I'm going to avoid, a pelvis is like top of that list. Sleeping bags on a wooden floor. One of them is managed to find its way in the rug to get you some extra comfort there. The other two aren't, but that's fine. That's fine as well. Health potion. Some meat, cabbage. I suppose getting your food stuff would be quite easy out in the tundra. Bandits would have to be hunters. I guess bandits are hunters of people as well, so I suppose hunting like a deer or a wolf would be just the same. I don't know what it is about this scene, but I feel like she knows she's the chief of the hole in the wall. Poor lass is just staring at the fire, wondering where it all went wrong, how she's going to explain this to her parents. Hi, Dad. No, things are all right. They're not great. That's what I kind of... No, I couldn't. You see, I know you wanted me to go to college, but I couldn't figure out which college you meant. And, you know, one thing led to another, and now I'm bandit. I know, don't be mad. I'm a chief bandit, though.
I'm the chief.
See, I'm the boss.
I'm the chief.
You like that, don't you? I'm successful. Kind of. You know how in Whiterun there's like 5 different bandit hideouts, right? One of which is like a fortress, the other of which is like a mountain, a hole in the mountain. No, I mean a hole in the mountain isn't so bad just because it's a hole in the wall. That's not so bad, is it? Okay. Listen, that might be the cheating of a hole in the wall, right? But we have a dog, and that's all that matters.
Yes.
I know. Dad, right? I get it. You're very disappointed in me. I do understand that, but I am going to have to ask you to hand over all your valuables. Oh. One last middle finger to the world.
No special
Even if
treatment,
they come
you
in here
understand.
and kill you and your pals, you're going to get them at the chest. And what does Redrun Retreat have to show for itself? 78 gold. I think that's the most gold I've seen. A treasure map, a necklace of minor magicka, and brazier minor deft hands again. I suppose that makes sense. A wee bit of help with old pickpocketing. Cabbages. Potatoes. Apples. Cabbages.
What are you looking at?
Nothing. Not the most varied diet, and not the most exciting sandwich in the world, but bandits can't be choosers. Redrun's Retreat might have wasted defensive potential. You know, you'll be eating not the most varied diet in the world, and you do live basically in a hole in the wall, but it has bevy and a dog.
Ooh, I cannot imagine their digestive systems eating nothing but meat and cabbages. Oof. Woo!
Everything the body needs. I think I would somehow manage. Just east of Redrun's Retreat is Silent Moon's camp. Where is everybody going? There's a wolf. Oh, there's two wolves. Oh, let's see. Oh,
shit! Oh, shit!
Don't you be mad at me, okay? I'm a casual observer. Not my fault it took your entire squad to take down two wolves. So anyway, this is Silent Moon's camp, just east of Redrun Retreat. And I was going to comment about how it has a little watch outpost sort of deal, or rather the ingenuity the bandits have had to turn whatever this thing's original purpose was into some sort of outpost. But then obviously she just ran ahead and got herself killed by wolves. So now it's just a little drinking den. And those are important too, to be fair. Especially bandits.
Good morning.
Good morning. Oh, yous are quite pleasant considering your friend just died.
Yeah?
Guess that's the harsh life of a bandit.
Yeah.
Can't get emotionally attached. We just put the fire on, get ready to make some breakfast.
It's kind of an average
Cheese,
Tuesday.
potatoes, leeks, big cauldron, some salmon. I love salmon, so I do. I love a bit of salmon. I just feel you're quite out in the open, and you've got, you've got the high ground to an extent, and that's good. But there's only the two of you. Now, what do we have in here? Oh, this is where we sleep. This is where we sleep and choke to death. Brilliant. Can he beat building a big fire in a small, enclosed, unventilated area? I understand the aspect of shelter and beds and warmth. 4 beds there. I don't know if you've got enough beds for everybody. I mean, I guess you need one less now, don't you? Beds seem to be a bit of an issue when it comes to bandits. You know what I mean? I guess how many people are carrying around sleeping bags, right? Because you're not going to go and buy any, are you? And you're not going to make any because you're a bandit and you can't be arsed. Your job is to kill the people that can be arsed and take from them, isn't it, James?
That is true,
You have to take what you can get, I suppose, as a bandit. And what you can get is 2 sacks of flour, 57 gold, 5 tomatoes, 4 carrots. Hardly a treasure trove of wonders, is it? I'm hoping there's more. Excuse me.
Need something?
I need you to shift.
Yeah, I need you to get out of the way so I can get to the
Excuse me,
door.
friend. I'm a YouTuber. I'm an important business here.
Yes.
And I can hardly do that with you in the way, can I? So this is the treasure room? Question mark. There's a treasure chest. 51 gold and a gold necklace. Not the most impressive haul I've ever seen. There's bread. Oh, but there is a nice fancy sword. The lunar longsword. Oh, I caught the light with it there. That actually looks... Oh, that's better. Now it looks special. A couple of gold coins and some potions kicking about. This is a very underwhelming treasure room, if that's what it's supposed to be. Where does this lead? Okay.
Yoink.
You know, for a treasure room that has bugger all in it, it's very well fortified. Maybe the bandits at Silent Moon Camp are preparing for their success. That's perhaps a more positive way of looking at it. Listen, you with the bow, you shouldn't be in here. Right, you with the bow should at all times be up here, ready to snipe a woolly mammoth. Maybe if you weren't patrolling an interior, you could have saved your friend wherever you are. Where are you? Oh, you're grafting. This I respect. You're in here working the Lunar Forge, and you've got your treasure chest, which we'll look at in a minute. I do think there's a fundamental flaw in having your archers cooked up in this little place. When you have a base that benefits from the advantage of the high ground, but I suppose you can't pick your skills, you can't pick your talent, and you're obviously both skilled blacksmiths. And what does Silent Moon Camp have to show for itself? Amber, amethyst, 48 gold, 4 lockpicks, skirmisher's potion and an iron sword. Listen, you have a curious hall in there and an incredibly well secured room down below. Might I suggest you move that down there unless you need that gear for crafting? Yeah, okay, right. She doesn't really appreciate me criticising the structure of their bandit camp. I know where I'm not wanted. Besides, I'm done with this place anyway. No, I'm not. Wait a minute. This is Silent Moon Camp. This is the Lunar Forge. It is also 1:30 in the afternoon. To take full advantage of the forge, you should be doing this at night, pal. Now get out there and patrol the fortress. Silent Moon Camp. Silent Moon's Camp? There are moons in Tamriel. There's 2 moons, but whatever, right? Silent Moon's Camp. It's a difficult one, isn't it? Because there's a lot of potential there. You know, there's potential for a fantastic defensive position. You just need, you know, more archers, even though the place is almost manned exclusively by archers, and yet it somehow is still lacking archers. That's not an archer problem, mate. That's an organisational problem. And that is, ultimately, that is Silent Moon Camp's problem, isn't it? It doesn't have a proper chieftain. Let's kill our enemies, make lunar weapons, and not choke to death on smoke inhalation. But until they get a chieftain that knows their arse from their elbow, it's a hard no from me. I couldn't live here. This is Halted Stream Camp, and it's I
will say Silent Moon's Camp has potential, but like he said, they need like a good chief and proper organization.
Absolutely, all kicking off here.
So far, that one has the most potential.
And we guys just ran in and got absolutely killed with you. Oh, okay. Well, this is a great example of the defensive capabilities of Halted Stream Camp, which amount to exactly 0. Oh no!
Oh, they just immediately got killed. Holy crap!
And watch posts for absolutely nothing. I'm just a bystander, but I'm an observer. Okay, well he's crap with a bow, so yeah. Oh, she's not much better. Come on. Oh, I'll be honest, mate. I kind of wanted the bandit. You look like a bandit. Oh my! Imagine, imagine a life of banditry, and this is the absolute walloper that gets you in the end. Has to be said though. That was 1, 2. Oh, there had to be more soldiers than that. 3 dead bandits. I'm sure there were more soldiers. Oh, he doesn't really count, right? Have they all walked away? Where are your pals? Where are your pals? I don't even think he knows where he is. Well, okay, I don't know where his buddies went, but typically a prisoner escort has 3 or 4 soldiers. Unfortunately, the bandits for Halted Stream Camp succumbed to the force of 4 soldiers. You know what I'll tell you?
Soldiers, yeah.
I've got notes and stuff. I don't think I'm going to bother my ass talking.
You know what? I kind of... oh, well, you can't see because I'm in the way. Hang on. Wait, where am I at? I appreciate that the soldier here is kind of showing us a little leg, though.
Talking about Halted Stream Camp. This dumpling and his pals have said all there is to say about the fleeting life of a bandit.
Yep.
Wouldn't it be me? This video was brought to you by the many unscrupulous brigands of the Laughing Crew. Hope you appreciate I'm sweating my bollocks off for you.
Okay, you know what? I like this guy. Has he got any more Skyrim videos? Because I like that. The Laughing Simon, huh? Skyrim tourism. Skyrim, but I'm an actual NPC. Skyrim completes. Okay. Can you drag NPCs? You know what? I think I might sub to this guy. Let's watch another video. Let's see. Skyrim tourism. Yoink. Let's see.
Hello, Officer Guard.
A Skyrim Safe for Children is the name of this one.
I am here on behalf
or I'm sorry, Whiterun is White One.
of the Emperor himself. For a health and safety inspection, make sure you comply to Empire standards. Me and Safety Boy here. There should be a railing on that bridge. No,
that is true, yes.
Rufus, these should all be in glass cases. Look at how dangerous this is. I appreciate the effort with the guardrail, Captain, but that is the perfect height to trip up a child. And where is the innkeeper? Do you know how easy it is for a child to just fall into a pot? Okay, he falls into... Where did he go? Ah, see, you're back now. But what you missed was our boy stuck in a pot roasting open an open fire, all because you weren't vigilant. Rufus, get out of the fire. Officer, I don't even know how that happened, but I know it happened under your supervision. What kind of general goods store has a diving board into a fire pit?
A diving board? Oh, he's okay.
That's compliant. Bellathor gets a pass. I'm gonna have to rescind that pass. You don't have to know the
Yeah, there's like, I always thought there was a fire hazard, like, or like an accident, like, hazard with having the fireplace in the middle of the room with no barriers around it. Somebody could easily trip and fall in that.
Empire's health and safety code of conduct to know that you can't really have poisonous materials on display on the counter within arm's reach of boisterous young lads. Also, there's the open fire problem again. He's transformed into some sort of floor ghoul, all because you don't have somebody watching the door to make sure the underage don't get in here. Look, child, a delicious tasty treat. Oh no, you tripped over.
Oh.
Shouldn't be this easy for a child to mount a cow. Raw meat is poisonous to children.
You better give me 5 septims right now, or I'm gonna bloody your nose.
Yeet that little bitch! Yay!
I'll give you 10 septims tomorrow.
Oops. Oh, hang on. It accidentally clicked twice in full screen. Sorry about that. Yeah. If you're God, this makes me want to play Skyrim. I need to get Skyrim VR as soon as I get a VR set because it looks fun. I can't wait to just yeet Brace into the stratosphere when she smart mails me.
I missed that one. So close yet so far. While I do appreciate the trellis, the wee barrier underneath is the perfect size for a child to get stuck. Now, he can't get back up now. He had to resort to quantum physics. Maybe.
He had to resort to quantum physics.
Safety boy, attack that man. That's too low. Picture the scene. You're training to become one of Whiterun's best, one of Jorvaskar's best, and then poof, you're on Greymane. Is that or is that not an invisible wall? It is not an invisible wall. Yorland, there isn't a back entrance here, is there? I think I lost the safety boy. 2 guards guarding the dungeon entrance. That's actually not so bad, except for the fact that you just opened the blooming door for the child. Look at the tremendously large gaps in this sewer grate. This is not regulation. Look how easy. Look how easy. Are you looking how easy it is? Okay, they get a pass, a tentative pass.
Yes.
A flying child should not be able to so easily approach the Jarl. Allowing a child into the war room is both unsafe for the child and for the rest of Skyrim. Rufus, down from there. Look how high up we are. This is absolutely not on. Admittedly, he did miss the fire this time.
He said, admittedly, he did miss the fire this time.
I mean,
get out of the way, kid.
Madness.
This is Sparta!
The Jarl's bed, just unguarded. What if he just wants to bounce up and down and jump up and down on Jarl's bed, doing whatever he wants? I mean, maybe not whatever he wants. Okay, this has got to be against regulation.
Holy shit! Little kid's getting in the middle of it.
Officer.
Nice!
That was also your fault.
My goodness.
I assumed there would be an invisible wall there.
Yeah. That was good. I like that. I think I'm gonna subscribe to this guy. The Laughing Simon. You, sir, just got a new sub.
So today we're going to review the customer experience of shopping at Skyrim's general stores in each of the 5 holds. And we'll maybe even do a wee cheeky bonus shop at the end, oh my.
Oh
Our first
my.
stop is Bellathor's General Goods.
Welcome to Bellathor's General Goods.
See, that's what I like to see. A nice wee greeting as soon as you get in the store, and what a lovely wee store it is.
I can tell you're a display.
There's Eager and there's 2 Eager, Bellathor. Wrap it. Anyway, right, so the
Wrap
fresh
it up.
fruit and veg is easily accessible.
I assure you, I'm prepared to
Right, we're just gonna have to ignore him, okay? So this is, we'll get to the staff part in a minute. Don't know if the plate's for sale or not. I don't know if you can, you know, like a basket. You just kind of, you would stack it all up. So I obviously absolutely love my cheese, sir. Right?
Oh, you dropped one.
And you would. Okay, well the plate shouldn't be so slappy. Where did that go? There's a lady in the back. Do you work here, pet? Oh, right.
Do you
I'm just
work
gonna
here?
tidy my mess up. It's quite a tidy place. You've got pots and pans kind of lying about for some reason, but you know, a lived-in atmosphere. So here's the thing: you've got your most expensive gear in the middle of the shop, where the customer sees it first, and you can see them. It's always in your eyesight. So if anybody with telekinetic
I did not
powers
mean to
was
pick that
try and
up.
steal it, you would catch them. Word of advice, okay? He doesn't pay you enough to chase telekinetic customers. Any telekinetic customers come in here like that, and you just let them run away. It is not worth it, pet. This is quite handy. You're going out shopping with the missus, and she's doing whatever she's doing and taking pure ages to do it, and you're like, I can't be arsed with this, man. I'm going for a seat. And you have a lovely seat. No reachables in sight. Can't be penny pinching, can't be pocketing. None of the good stuff. In terms of general appearance and cleanliness, other than the occasional cheese wheel rolling about the floor for some reason. It's quite a nice wee shop, Bellathor. Your displays are nice, but they don't really give a general idea of what you sell. I understand you just sell general shite, and you do have...
Yeah.
Admittedly, you do just have general shite on display. Yeah. But it's very general. It's mostly... If I was to take a glance, I would say... Well...
What? What the heck just happened?
I'm not sure how to grade that. Teleportation is frowned upon in the retail industry, okay? It intimidates the customers. If I wanted to go purchase something right now, number 1, I couldn't because you're not at your counter. Number 2, I'd maybe not want to because you can teleport. I wasn't going to steal any. I was just saying that if I was to look at your displays, okay, and I was to take a gander and a guess at what you specialised in, it would be things that you put stuff in and on, like bowls and plates, baskets, and more baskets and sacks and rubbish like that. You could be doing with a bit more variety in your displays. As relatively tidy as they may be. The troll skull, I don't get. That's the second person that's came in through the back door. Give me a minute.
Okay, so, we just got a pet rabbit. Yeah, she's adorable. And she just came into my room. I was wondering what that noise was. Bonita. Yes, her name is Bonita. Bonita! Come here. Bonita. 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 It's okay, sweetie. Bonita. Oh, well. Well, she left. Never mind. Okay. I'll get back to it.
I thought this was quite a good shop location. You're looking.
She might come back. I
at the
probably
shopping
spooked
district.
her.
Everyone's doing their shopping. Everyone's getting their groceries in and all their good stuff. Or maybe they're visiting friends and family and they want a wee trinket, a wee gift. And it starts raining and you go, oh, bollocks to the market, so I'm going inside. There's Bellathor's. Or, right, you come out the tavern and you're steaming. You're like, oh, Jesus, I'm going to go and buy a bucket to put all my hopes and dreams in so I can just toss them into the ground because I'm a worthless nobody. Bellathor gives a bucket. See? And there you've sold a bucket. Bucket's relatively hard to sell, very easy to come by, lots of competition. That gives you an edge. That's what I was thinking, but apparently not. Apparently everybody just goes no, and they walk around this way, and then they come in the back door for some reason. Why? I mean, the flowers are not. You know what? There's nice tundra cotton at the back. Maybe I'm not getting the right customer experience here. Let's go. Okay, here we go. No, I'm just coming into somebody's house. This is where he cooks and stuff. Although I have to say, leaving out raw meat facing a fire is going to partially cook one side and it's going to rot the other side. That's a terrible idea. Leaving raw meat in the ground. Might I suggest you lock your back door, Bellathor? Because I don't think that does you any favours. It's a much better experience coming in through the front door. Although, now that I'm having a better peek, perhaps the more regular customers are very well aware of the giant gaps in the floorboards that they don't want to trip over and land right into the expensive gear. In which case, you know, you broke it, you buy it, and then they have to buy all the silverware because they tripped up on your floorboards. I'm beginning to think you're a shifty man, Bellathor. Okay, let's do this. I am a potential customer.
A bit of a shyster.
What have you got for me, sir?
Everything's for sale, my friend. Everything. If I
had a sister, I'd sell her in a second.
See, that's already bang out of order. All about a bit of patter behind the counter, making people feel welcome in your nice wee shop. But it has to be general patter, doesn't it? Maybe having a wee bit of banter about the product or whatever you've got on the counter at the time. What you don't do is threaten to sell your own family members for a septum. And now he's standing too far away to be spoken to. This is getting harder and harder to buy something from you, Bellathor.
I'd even buy one of your relatives if you're looking to sell.
Oh, great! Now he's offering to buy my relatives. That is the face of a man who would buy a human being. What is it that you sell? Okay.
Oh dear.
Trying to obscure the price from your customers is shady business, Bellathor. I suppose what this does is it forces me, doesn't it? It forces me to look at each item individually and take a closer look rather than just scroll down and get a wee thing. Okay, right. You've sold me on the silver candlestick. I'll take one of them, sir.
Bellathor's General Goods. The back door is the front door and the store owner may or may not be involved in human trafficking. The bench by the fire is nice. 2 stars.
Next up.
Yeah, Bellathor's a bit of a odd one, I'll say.
Winter holds. Bernaz.
Oddments.
The sign's a bit worn, but you know what? Oh, it's okay. I'm torn about the store location. It faces a ruined home. I do understand sort of circumstances prevent the shop owner from really doing much about that. However, to its benefit, it's the only shop in town. Probably because the rest fell off the cliff. Let's go check it out. The dumbest idea I've ever had in my life. All right, ma'am, I have to be honest.
It's entertaining, though.
You arguing with the locals is my first impression of you as the, what I assume, shop owner. Isn't ideal. Other than that, though, nice and cozy place, no natural light again. Kind of feels like the bottom floor of your house, which I guess is what it is. And maybe that's not...
What?
Did you see that? Maybe that was snow coming off me. We'll forget about that. Or maybe,
yeah, it might have been just snow.
It was stray flour from all the sacks you have lying at the front of the counter. You should know better than this, right? Customers don't want to be tripping over your stock. That's what behind the counter's for. Look at the room you've got behind the counter. You should have this on display. This is a unique thing. Oh, in fact, you get like soul gems on display and stuff. Of course, because you're right next to the that makes more sense, doesn't it? Of course, you have a much more sort of flamboyant wee shop where you get your soul gems and your dead rabbits and your loot. And skulls again with the skulls, man. And what's this? You've just got bags of cash on the table. Are you counting up early so you can leave early? Is that what it is? I used to do that, right? I used to count the till up a good 15 minutes early so that as soon as we were closed, we could just leave.
Yeah.
You have to be a bit more discreet about it, right? You can't just do it in the open when a potential customer is in perusing. Because the next thing you know, you get distracted and you haven't noticed that I've pinched a gold coin. And now you have to go and pick that up. Why is this under here? The sacks could go under there. That's what you do. You keep the storage under the stuff, and you have this rather fetching. I mean, it's rock solid, this winter hold coat, but it's cold, right? I understand why it's rock solid. Nothing a wee scoot into the washing machine won't fix. Bit of fabric softener, good as gold. This should be, you know, hang it up somewhere. Look, imagine you had, there you go. Oh, right up there, so I mean, okay, now it's... I know it's under that bench.
Put it on the counter.
Right? You don't care if things are on the floor. I also didn't notice you welcoming me in.
Welcoming you in?
Did you welcome me into the store? I don't remember you welcoming me into the store. I can't say welcoming. Scottish folk can't say purple burglar alarm. I can't even say welcoming me into the store properly.
Well, you just said it.
Got the gold coins and a death grip. This is not a very welcoming atmosphere. Burner's oddments.
Oh, she is holding the little bag now.
You shouldn't have a problem selling anything. You've got a college up there. Bunch of students, bunch of skint students. And you don't even need to drop the price, to be perfectly honest, right? Because you have what we call a captive audience. There's nowhere else for them to go unless they learn like mad teleport magic like Bellathor. And then they can go anywhere like Bellathor's. Now, he's an arse. And you would have a leg up on him if you weren't an arse. But here we are. I will purchase one sweet roll.
Until next time.
If there is a next time.
Burner's oddments. I didn't even get welcoming when I entered. But it's the only shop in town, so what are you going to do?
True.
3 stars.
It's the only shop in town, so what are you going to do?
I've not got time for that.
Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of...
I've never dropped anything in my life, sir. Is this the place? Listen, I just witnessed 2 murders outside and I absolutely hate Markarth anyway, so your back's up against the wall here. Okay, this looks like some sort of dungeon maze. I think I'm in the wrong place. Is this a shop? I'm unironically not sure I'm in the correct place. I couldn't really read the sign properly. So I tell you what, let's do a wee RP. I'm a customer and I've walked into whatever this is and I'm looking for the general goods store. Hello, ma'am. I'm awfully sorry. I'm looking for. See, I'm role playing here, pal. I'm looking for the shop. I'm just looking for a wee shop. I'm just looking to pick up a cheese wheel. You got any cheese? You got any cheese wheels? And if you don't, where has cheese wheels?
No, I'm not on leave.
That doesn't really answer my...
What?
No? Okay.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go.
The shop's shite anyway.
Your shop is shite
Hamleaf
anyway.
and Sons Trading Company, who cares? It's in Markarth, 1 star.
Excuse me, buddy. None of this politics rubbish. Next up is a wares, something wares. Okay, right, this isn't ideal. Windhelm already doesn't have a dedicated general store. It has a bunch of marketplaces, but seeing this weather, I don't want to be kicking about the market. No, I don't. I want to go inside where it's nice and warm. So I do. And this would appear to be the only option, although I'm not 100% sure because the sign is pumped. They should... Ow! They should... bollocks! They should do something about that, and it should be higher.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away.
Alrighty, nice wee pleasant greeting as always. Once again, humongous hole. Humongous hole. Jeez. Whoa. See, that's how easy done it is. Giant hole in the floor. That's not ideal. I understand you're probably working with limited resources, but rearrange it a bit. Okay, pick a part of your shop, right, that you're like, you know what, this bit of the shop doesn't need any wood on it, right? You take a corner, take the planks off, patch up all the broken bits. You want to know what I don't want to be doing as a customer? Cleaning up your bloody shop. Another thing, if I'm trying to peruse your wares, which I can't really do, your displays are all kind of behind the counter. Understand this is a rougher part of the neighbourhood, maybe that's a necessity. But if I'm trying to peruse, I don't want to be seeing your bedroom. Get a wee curtain. Get big bits of fabric kicking about everywhere in the grey quarter. Grab a bit over there. Same goes for the stockroom, unless this is some sort of secret hideout, in which case you should have the curtain over it. So either way, really, if you think about it. Has to be said though, your displays, much better variety. Bit of potions, bit of ingredients, bit of clothes, another skull for why would somebody buy multiple skulls? I don't understand what people have with purchasing of the skulls.
Decoration.
Silverware, keeping it close so nobody can pinch it. This gear, which
or grinding them
floor,
down for bone meal.
Ideal. Some nice books out there, and you've got them right here for customers to go and have a wee look. Right, I dropped that one. I'll not hold that one against you. I don't even read Dark Elf.
Have a look around. I
don't even read Dark Elf.
Well, as long as it's not people, you should be doing a bit better than Bellathor. I'm going to get to the purchasing bit in a minute, sir.
That is true, yeah.
There's no natural light in here. Your big horny chandelier. Steady on. Your big horny chandelier is lovely, but couldn't there be a bit of
your
like,
big
this
horny
is just the black
chandelier?
void. I understand that it's Windhelm outside, and you'd maybe just want to shut that away and pretend that it wasn't Windhelm outside, but it is Windhelm outside, and even the light of Windhelm would brighten this place up just a little bit. Anyway, let's say I make a purchase, or you could just bugger off when the customer approaches the desk. Okay. Message received.
Message received.
cheerio. And it was a pull door and I pushed it.
Sandry's used wares.
It
A
was
great variety of products on display, and maybe if I was a dark elf, he'd actually let me buy some of them. 2 stars.
This
Oh.
is the pond prawn. Okay, that's the fun sign. It's a fun
Yeah.
sign that doesn't have the shop's name on it. They want a big sign, a big bright sign that says the pond prawn. But it's just, I don't get it. Unless this isn't the shop. See, that's the confusion this can lead to. I'm not even sure this is the right place.
Well, you know, it's gotta have the pawnbroker sign, so it's the 3 circles.
Come on in, take a look around.
First off, I wasn't entirely sure this was even the pond prawn. Second off, your door's kind of jammed. It's an awfully
Excuse
small
me.
wee place, isn't it? Kind of just looks like you built a bar in your living room. Are you a customer? Are you the wife? See, that's the problem. I feel really awkward because I'm blatantly just in your living room. This doesn't feel like a shop front. Do you understand? You won't even look at it. Yes. Mate, I get retail work's a nightmare. Okay, and I've just came in here and I'm giving out on your shitey shop. But you can't be sitting with your eyes shut behind the counter. Your wife, I'm assuming is your wife. I'm going to go check that actually. Excuse me, ma'am.
My husband Bercy will be the death of
Oh,
me.
well, there you
Not
go.
only is your wife just hanging about the shop, because the shop is your living room, but she's a pure nag. I'm already confused when I come in, can't get the door open. Is it even the pond prawn? Am I breaking into somebody's house? All these questions. And I come in and I'm like, all right. And you greet me quite kindly. Right, you were perfectly pleasant, sir. I mean, it's difficult to trust a man with a beard and not a mustache, but you know, I'll make do. I'll make do. You know, there's a whole lot of stuff you don't have, and the ability to grow hair on your upper lip is apparently one of them. And then she just starts immediately giving out, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh man, I almost wish I had broken into somebody's house. At least you'd have an excuse to be a pure moan. And what are these displays all about? Okay, right. So you sell some bread in a basket, and some books, and some you know, some wine. And some potions. Okay, this is not so bad, but there should be more of this and less of that. Some iron ingots, nice wee helmet, coins on. You get a wee letter that I'm curious about, but I won't read. Sorry, I just accidentally threw that sword. And that's what happens when your desk cluttered, and it is your worktop
That's true.
is cluttered. What if I
Less
want to buy this
clutter,
massive
buddy.
cheese
Less
wheel?
clutter on the front desk
So
would
I'm
be
in a
nice.
cheese wheel mood today. What I go? Oh, excuse me. What
What are you doing that for?
There you go. That's what happens when you've got a bunch of shite on your counter and a customer has a big massive cheese wheel. Stuff goes everywhere and it's not the customer's fault this time.
That is
I mean,
true.
It is, right. I was being a dick, but that customers are dicks, mate. Anyone that works retail knows that, and you have to prepare for the dick.
That is true. And that
Hate
sounded
that I
wrong.
said that.
I hate that I said that.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, I'll put on my best customer impression, not the dick part, right? So, what have you got for sale?
Trinkets, odds and ends.
Same
That
shite as
sort of
everybody else.
thing.
Okay, right, cheese wheels in the way. I'll take half
Trinkets,
the blame
odds
for
and
that.
ends,
What
that
you doing
sort of thing.
selling weapons, mate? You are next door to a blacksmith. That's dead stock. That's what they call that. Big fan of the cheese in Riften, so we are. Or they're not, and that's why you're stuck with all of it. Ooh, you like to sell mead? And I know that's a wee Riften thing. I know there's complications with Riften mead. Some books, some tomes, random fish. Well, I tell you what, I will buy a slice of cheese. You're scowling at me. I'm a paying customer who's an arsehole, but you can't let the customer know that. That is unfortunately the rules. You're supposed to wait until I leave, and then your wife comes up and she goes, that guy was a f***ing arse. And you're like, man, I hate this job. I'm absolutely jonesing to just sell this place off, and we can just buy a nice wee fishing boat and bugger off to the lake, and we'll just spend the rest of our days fishing. And she'll be like, well, you can't do that. You're Egypt. You're right next to a fishery at Riften Lake. You can't. That's pointless. And you'll be like, shut up. You never support my dreams. And then you can have a big domestic, all because you're not allowed to scowl at the customer. That's the problem with having your shop in your house, pal. You always take your retail anger home with you.
The pond prawn,
That's
or
true.
is it? No idea, mate. Crap
Here.
facial hair, massive cheese wheel selection. One
Hey,
philosophy
what's
daggers
up?
The entire time. Treated me like a dick.
Or just
because I was
checking
being
out
a dick.
a
3 stars.
new
Grey pine goods. Easily
YouTuber.
read.
He apparently does
Not easily reached.
funny
Not
Skyrim
easily
and looks like Fallout
It's hard to
videos.
It's hard to wrap your napper.
Because I think I saw something about Good Springs.
On the sign is what I'm trying to say. Right at the entrance.
Who's pretty
great
funny.
Customer traffic, maybe. You know, all the customers, they can't help but see the sign facing the brilliant. So far, so good.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for.
Oh, this looks. This. Whoa, wait, oh, wait, whoa, wait, whoa, you're way too eager. Oh, no.
A little way too eager.
Right. What? Hey! Oh, okay, right, bird gets around. I wasn't going to. I was just going to say your store is awfully reminiscent of the general goods store in Winterholt, and there's nothing wrong with that, you know. Tried and tested layout. So it was, eh? Nice, big, humongous, cosy fire. You know, you get your stock over here. I see. Always a nice sight. That's fine. You've kind of. Not that you really need to be too worried about that. You know, you've got weapons on the counter, weapons on the side table, and you've got quite an intimidating presence. I suspect you don't get a lot of shoplifting. Nice solid floor, no natural light. But listen, you've got 1,700 candles, so that molding makes up for it. Love a bit of candlelight and the fire. One of those is unnecessary, but excess light is better than no light at all.
That's true.
You're right, sir.
Very true.
Loads of cheese wheels. We love a good cheese
love
wheel.
cheese.
So we do great store, great cheese wheels. That's brilliant. I hope you have a lovely day, sir. Goodbye.
Grey Pine Goods, if I leave a positive review, do you promise not to hurt me 5 stars?
No, that looks like an apothecary. Which one of you bastards has bits and pieces? There's also an execution going on, which is kind of ruining my shopping vibe. There we go. Right, this must be the place. Even though you don't have your name on your sign, you have a very clear general. I just hit. I didn't hit your sign, but I did hit my lamp. You have a very, and then I moved forward in game so that I don't hit my lamp. Bloody hell! You've got a very clear general goods store sign thing going on, easily distinguishable, and far enough away for the execution block that, you know, at least if you were coming this way, you wouldn't even notice. I bet you can't even hear the death-curdling screams of the innocent when you're shopping in here.
Welcome to Bits and Pieces. I'm sure you'll find what you need here.
I'm sure I will. This is not bad. This has got a nice wee cosy atmosphere. You seem to have the perfect balance of candles and stuff to create what would appear to be a lot of natural ambient light. I'm not really sure how you've managed that one, but it's quite nice here. What have we got? We've got some daggers on display. This makes them look like they've got more value than they probably have. A Solitude classic, that is. Nice fruit and veg at the counter. That's not a bad idea. Hunter comes up, they're buying whatever they're buying, and then they're like, oh, actually, I'm kind of hungry. I could absolutely go an entire garlic.
An entire clove of garlic.
Don't yawn in the customer's face.
Yeah.
What do we have here? This is obviously closed, right? For good reason. That's not the shop. I'll just shut that back over. Don't you worry about that. Floor's nice and solid, no holes in the ground. Sorry, I dropped that manky dish rag on the ground. And the tomato. I might have interrupted your cleaning and then made more of a mess. I do apologise for that.
I do apologise for that.
Variety of products on the displays. Skull at the top for some reason. Skull at the top stuck. That's stuck in.
Uh-oh.
I can get that
Can
for
you get
pal.
it? Can you get it? Eh, there we go.
A bit of a mess behind the counter. In one solitary gold septum. I hope I don't need any change. Is that where that blonde lassie went? Is she away doing a change run for you? I hate running out of change, mate. It's the absolute worst.
Is she out doing a change run?
With a human skull. So I do apologise for that. Any cheese wheels, hen?
Viren said you got here just before the execution. Must have been a lovely first sight.
Is that why you've not got any natural light, actually, so that you can't see people getting their heats lopped off? Again, covering up all the values, eh? She's trying to show me some other goods that she's got. I'm sorry. And you do have cheese. No, it's not a wheel of cheese, but I'll take it. Thank you very much.
Come back to Bits and Pieces anytime.
You've made me feel so welcome. I'll even tidy up my mess, and I put them back where I got them, and then I made more of a mess, and then I put that back where I got it, and then I stopped touching things that I left.
I stopped touching things and I left. Because I am a good person.
Lovely, unnatural, natural lighting. Very pleasant and helpful staff. And you can barely even hear the cursed death rattle of Skyrim's independence coming from the executioner's block. 4 stars.
This is Raven Rock, and that is clearly the general goods store. Look at the size of that sign. Sir, no exaggeration. Coming up there for the boat. It's the first thing I saw. So it is. Now,
you know what? I don't think I ever actually, because I've never actually completed a Skyrim game. I do intend to this time, since I'm actually making playthroughs for it. But I don't think I've ever actually made it to Raven Rock, so this would be my first time seeing it.
Already outside the world-famous Sujamma. Probably. Excellent signage.
Probably.
Excellent store location. How are you, fine sir?
Want to buy anything, or just laugh at our misfortunes?
Oh.
Well, you f***ed it, didn't you? Alright.
Well, you just fricked it, didn't you?
I don't usually do this, ungrateful bugger that I am, but I just wanted to give a huge thanks to all the patrons and members of the Laughing Crew helping to keep this channel sponsor-free. Raid Shadow Legends, my arse.
Orgnar, why do you look so...
Alright, what is this? Detailed inspection of Skyrim's border security. Okay.
Angry? Why are you so mad at me? Listen, maybe I would bugger off back to my own country if the borders were open, but I don't know if you've heard, ever since the war started, they closed the borders. Apparently,
that is true, yeah.
The Dragonborn got caught crossing the border. Not much of a Dragonborn if you get caught crossing the border. But it makes you wonder, doesn't it, how secure are Skyrim's borders? I think we should go and see how strong Skyrim's border security really is. You know what, Ogre? I hadn't actually planned on bringing you. Do you fancy coming? For a laugh? Let's do a detailed inspection of Skyrim's border security. You and me, let's go. And we'll start not too far south of here in the Pale Pass, located in the southeastern Falkreath Hold, along the road leading into Cyrodiil. This gate is all that remains of an old ruined fortress. I think this is where they got the Dragonborn.
Just throws the book away.
Orgnar, catch that book for me, will you? What's happening, lads? Is this where the famed Dragonborn tried to sneak across the border? How did they do it? Did they try and climb? Did they just knock on the door? I heard he was a polite lad. I heard he was a polite Khajiit. Huh? That's what... Whoa, okay, right.
Whoa, hey,
right.
hello, whoa. Okay.
Orgnar, we need to be... See, Orgnar's got the right of it. He knows not to cross the border. He knows not to cross the Imperials. Me, I'm just some dumb Scotsman. I'll do whatever I want, thank you very much. Cracking big door, so it is. One lock at the very, very top. I have a question. I have an immediate question. So let's say that there's a reason to unlock. What if the Emperor himself is fleeing the Dark Brotherhood, which is more possible than you might imagine, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh,
definitely.
Quick, let me out. And you're like, oh, Emperor, I can't believe it's you. Just ease a minute, I'll go get the key. We stashed it in the special place. And you climb up and you grab the key, right? Pretend I've got a key. And you grab the key. And Ognar's like, all right, Emperor. He doesn't really care, right? Because he's got a life of misery because he's stuck with Delphine. So nothing phases Ognar. And you're going, oh, I'm going to save the Emperor. Oh, bollocks, I can't reach the key because the lock is 18 feet of the door. The lock is way,
Why
way
is it
up
so
there.
high up?
And I've got a key and I'm way down here, and don't you dare make any short jokes, Sorrow. You can make all the short jokes you want. He's got a blood. Your man's got a katana, right? Oh, right, okay, alright, I see it. You don't need to make a point of it. I would just say you've got a katana and a cracking big moustache, facial hair thing, but okay, doesn't he? Not into the compliments. Right, he's not taking his eyes off me. Orgnar, I don't feel particularly welcome. Is it because I'm not exactly a local? Is that why Orgnar gets to do whatever he wants? Because he's a proper local and I'm just at it. Why? Well, Orgnar, mate, he decided he didn't like you anymore. Oh. I should hurry up this inspection before Orgnar gets stabbed.
Watch what you're doing.
I'm admiring your big chunks of chicken or whatever this is supposed to be.
It's
probably
ore.
supposed to be minerals there, unless those stones are hiding chickens. Who's putting the lights on? It's the torches. It's not even that dark, relax. It's not enough to ask you to stand watch and stay vigilant, but they have to get you chopping wood. And I mean, the wood you need, right? The wood you need for all these torches that you don't need, and the fire. Obviously, the fire you kind of do need eventually, don't you? Because it's freezing up here. I'm freezing my bollocks off. I'm just wearing my wee
I'm
civvies.
freezing me bollocks off.
I don't even have my sleeves rolled down because I'm hardy. That's right. I mean, you're in skirts, so you're actually hardier than me. Oh, it's not so bad in here. Nice famous Skyrim purple quill. Nice big map of the place, just to remind you how far south.
The quill is missing textures. It's like a nice purple quill.
It's in the middle of bollocks nowhere that you are. That's not so bad. Nice big chest. I'm just gonna have a peek inside it, okay? Don't. I just want to know.
Uh-oh.
It turns out it's locked. Who'd have thought it? You all knew that anyway. So who gets the bed? One big nice bed for the captain.
Yeah.
2 shitty little cold beds for the grunts. And one person always on the lookout.
Yep.
Clanging and banging while everyone's trying to get to sleep, I suspect, eh? It's a hard life. It's a hard life being
Oh yeah, they
got
gotta do the sleeping shifts thing.
Well done on capturing the Dragonborn, saving Skyrim. Did a cracking job. Cracking job, so it is. Very tight security. That lock is way too high to ever be picked. I feel safer already. From here, we headed to the Talos Pass, located in southwestern Falkreath Hold, along the road leading into Hammerfell this time, with a statue frequented by adventurers heading west that don't fear the Thalmor. My kind of people, so they are. Alright, big man, I'm going to be honest, you don't really look like a guard. You certainly don't look like an Imperial. I kind of figured it was the Imperials that closed the gates.
Yeah, really.
No offence, Big Ian, but an Imperial wouldn't be caught dead in that gear. Oh, they have a couple of nice horses though. Hello. Can I pet the horse? As long as I don't stand in its arse and get kicked. There we go. Hey, pet the horse, yes. Hey,
Aww.
big man. What's happening? Oh, lovely big thing, so it is. This is a much more relaxed gate than that horrible Imperial blooming pass gate. All those nasty Imperials getting all raging about stuff. Not like you lot, all just sitting. I mean, you've killed a bear, and you look like a man that could kill a bear with your bare hands. Is this to scare
with your
off
bare
wary
hands?
travellers? Like they come along and they're like, watch, I'll do a wee bit of RP. Hello, by the way.
Oh, hello.
You look raging. I'm a traveller and I want through here. That's the RP, right?
Right.
Oh, hello, guards. If you even are guards, you a bunch of poorly dressed bandit-looking bastards that you are. Hi, I'll do what I want. Oh my goodness, there's a massive bear that's dead. Probably by this guy with a one-eyed dead bear. That's what they call him. I've heard all about him. Oh, I'm very scared. I'm not even going to try and get past that gate. I'm going to run away and apologise to Talos, who I now think's brilliant. I wasn't so sure before, but you've convinced me because of your sheer strength and warrior spirit. Although I'm not sure Talos Pass needs much guarding. I don't think anybody's getting through there that you don't want to get through there. That's actually, I could climb through that. I lied. I take it back. This would be piss easy to get through. Look how much room I've got. I could definitely go through there. Ognar! He's way too into this. Look at Ognar. He's like, I'll do what I want, man. Ognar, I'm getting the impression you didn't. Oh, he's sad. Why are you sad? Do you miss your tavern? Do you miss Delphine? No. Do you miss your tavern? Maybe.
He definitely does not miss Delphine.
See that, mate? That is a true son of Skyrim, right? He's not pure raging. He's not trying to fight everybody. He's not trying to kick out the Dark Elves or whatever it is mad Stormcloaks do. He's not trying to shag the Thalmor or whatever it is Imperials do. And he's not trying to kiss big Talos' arse, even though it's right there. And he could give it a wee mwah. Just a wee one. He
give it a wee mwah.
He sulks. Because he's sad, isn't he? He's sad at the sorry state of Skyrim, that we've all been divided, haven't we? By made up nonsense that doesn't affect almost any of us. We should all be pals, shouldn't we, Ognar? That's what Talos would have wanted, maybe. He did, Talos would have wanted that. I'm actually accidentally making a point, because he started the Empire. He wants everybody to be pals, probably except the Thalmor. Right, nobody wants to be pals with the Thalmor. Hello, by the way.
That's true, yeah.
Ognar, this is one thing. Oh, sorry. My apologies, sir. This is one thing.
I could grab him by his honker.
Storm Pass. I made that up. That's not a place. This has one thing. The Imperial Pass, Pale Pass. That's the one. This is one thing it doesn't, and that is a proper amount of beds. So it's because there's a wee bed there, although I wouldn't want to be sleeping next to the dead bear. That's not an ideal place to sleep.
No.
And then there's 3 wee shitty beds in here as well. It doesn't have any good beds. It does have an alchemy bench. Don't know why you would need an alchemy bench at the moment. And a bunch of barrels that might even have been. Why are we queuing up? Are we queuing up to see the big man? Oh, right, it's not your turn anymore. Oh, he's blocking me. That's crap for him. I was there. He skipped the queue. He just got a shot. That's pish. He got a shot and he skipped the queue. I was here first. Look, I'm trying to get a 40. Get a 40 with me and Talos. Ognar, take a picture.
Take a picture with me and the Talos statue.
Right, okay, we're leaving. Right, I've ruined it for everybody. That's what you get. That's what you get. Cheerio. See you later, Talos. Big man. Love you. Next stop is Silgrid Pass, located in the eastern Rift and Hold along the southern road leading into Morrowind.
This gate is of riften design, a common route for bandits and smugglers.
Ooh, leading into
What
Morrowind.
you mean never should have come here? Orgla! Orgla!
Oh no!
Orgla!
We're immediately getting attacked.
I got a wee dagger, and I'm not afraid to use it. He's got much.
Oh, you stabbed him right in the face. Nice.
No, Orgla, don't kill Orgla. He's my pal. Riverwood needs him. He's one of the good ones.
Yeah!
No, you won't. Oh!
Damn, Orgnar just whopped him in the back of the head.
It's okay, I hear a horse. I better not be your horse. And there's arrows going.
Dang, the horse is getting in on it.
The horse is fighting for us. Yes!
Yeah!
No. Come on, horsey. I'm a friend of Mother Nature herself. We're not routed, Orgnar. It's okay. He's got a crap aim. He missed me and the horse is going to kill him. We're on nature's side. That's how you know we're the good guys. No. Don't aim that at me, sir.
Dang, he's actually making progress with the dagger.
Oh, I blocked it. Oh, come on, horsey. Get killed by a horse. Or Orgnar. Oh, no. Thank you, horse. My beautiful horse. That horse is my pal. Oh, my God, man. Smugglers and criminals and thieves and whatever it said. Bloody hell.
Oh, one sec.
Heart Legends. Thanks for following.
Boop, I'm back. Yeah, my mom came home from work. She brought pizza. Yum yum. Oh, did we just get a new follower? Hardy Legends. Oh, thanks for following.
Hell, that wasn't lying, was it? Did they mistake us for bandits if they just get a no-person policy? There's so many smugglers and stuff that go through here that they're like, bugger it, anybody we don't recognise gets stabbed, anybody with telekinetic powers gets stabbed. Oh my god. I'm not cut out for this, I'm just a wee guy. A wee guy who, you know, a wee guy who deserves to be compensated. You saved my life, Ogre, you and
I
that
am
horse
back.
both. We're blood
Oh,
brothers.
hey,
Now,
so
come
am
on.
I.
Come on, I need your help in case there's any more of these bastards. Oh my god. Oh. You didn't bring any ale from the tavern, did you? Because I'm absolutely gagging for a pint now. Oh. What do we have here? Well, we have ladders, so we have
Did
some,
you crash?
some way the smugglers can
Oh
get in.
no,
I can see why this is.
I took a little, I had to leave for a second because my mom came home and she brought pizza.
The problem. There is a fundamental flaw in the architecture of the whatever this pass is called. I forget now. Probably the brain trauma and the regular trauma from being attacked by the Riften Guard. Poor weary traveller. Poor weary traveller, just like ourselves. Eh, just coming to see how everybody was doing. Maybe he brought sandwiches and stuff for the guard and then he was horribly attacked. Maybe because he's a dark elf. I don't
Probably.
know. Eh. Cover yourself
yeah.
up, pal. A bit of dignity in death. There you go.
Give you a bit of dignity in death. There you go. Close his legs.
It's what he would have wanted. Aye, something's obviously happened here. I'm not sure what. Oh, that stuck to the wall. The dried blood has stuck that to the wall.
The dried blood stuck it to the
Climb
wall.
this. No. Oh.
Eh,
Climbed
what?
it, and there's a naked man up here for some reason.
What the heck?
Ordner, where are you? I'm beginning to get a picture of what might have happened here. I should further investigate. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not really getting much of a picture up here, to be fair. Apart from the fact there's a lot of stuff in that chest that
What
nobody
are
picked
we
up. I'm
playing?
just going to leave it. I do not want the blame for this. I'm just a wee guy. There's one lad.
Oh, hey, Merc, you're a bit late. I was just about to wrap it up and end it in a little bit. But,
Nothing it means.
Well, it's, a new...
Oh wait, it's a video.
Yeah, it's a video. We're, reacting to this guy I just found who makes funny, like, Skyrim videos.
Lad up there who's naked, surrounded by bandit armour. I would cry it. And there's another lad here who's naked, surrounded by bandit gear. I'm going to guess what's happened here, sir. Officer. Am I right, officer? You got battered by bandits and they stole your clothes, didn't they? Yes, they did. Not a very good job. There was only two of them, 2 on 2, and they lost. That's not a good sign. This is not a secure border. The ladder certainly didn't help, although I suspect it was the bandits that brought the ladders, obviously. Yeah. Other than that, though, I'm going to stick up for the guards. All right? You might say, Simon, why? They were crap. There was 2 of them. There was 2 of them. They had one job, and they both failed. Look at the working accommodations. You see, what working accommodations? Exactly. There's nothing here. No sleeping, no food, no light, no warmth. Nothing. Nowhere to sit either. There's nowhere to sit, so their feet are killing them. They're cold because it's Skyrim. They're bored out their nut because they've got no recreational activities at all and they haven't slept. And then 2 sneaky lads come down and they just got in about them and they caught them off guard.
That's right.
Get it, off guard, because they're guards and they got... He's just eating his bread. He doesn't care. I don't care. You don't care. Nobody likes Riften anyway. Last but not least, done with...
Yeah, they didn't even have a campsite or anything like the other border patrol guys did.
Pass.
Oh no! Wolves! Kill him!
Order, you're a lifesaver, mate.
Goodness.
Dunmouth Pass, northeast of East March, has recently suffered a skirmish of the Civil War variety. It's a shite hole. Killing each other.
Civil
couldn't even
War
kill the
variety.
wolves. Oh God, this is the problem. This is the problem with this country, so I tell you. Too busy fighting each other's prejudices and not taking care of the actual issue. Bloody wolves. Skyrim's riddled with them, so it is. I could have been doing with this 2 minutes
That's
ago.
right.
Oh, sorry, pal. That's disrespecting the dead. Well, I'll tell you what else I can do for you. I can try and listen. We're all just. We're
Trying
all
to
just
get you
lads
down
trying
from
to get
there.
by. Nobody deserves this. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
That looks like a chief, Stormcloak chief, couple of Imperials, and a charred body. That's not as good, right? That's a bit harsh. Bit of one-on-one combat is to be expected in somewhere like Skyrim, but burning somebody alive is kind of mean because he doesn't look like he was like cremated. Right, and if he was, it was done bloody well poorly.
Poorly. It was done bloody well poorly.
Doesn't look like I can climb this one. Bit of parkour would beg to differ. Looks like this place has got a fair wee whack of history, so it does. And I'm going to find it out, so I am. Right, nearly. No, I think that's just teasing me. I don't think that's particularly possible. No, it's not real.
Come on.
It's not real. It's not real.
Hey! He made it!
We're fine. I
Good
can
job.
Explore and investigate and see what happens. Right, well, I can actually kind of see how easy it is to get up here. I'm not entirely surprised they hit this gate hard because it looks like it's quite easy to get up here, to be honest. Although, if it's from Morrowind, you wouldn't think Stormcloaks would be coming from Morrowind, would you? No. I think it's Morrowind. I think this attaches to Morrowind. You wouldn't think Stormcloaks would be coming from it. It would just be folk from Morrowind, wouldn't it? So what's happened is this has nothing to do with it. This is just a dump. And there's been Imperials guarding the border, because that's what Imperials do.
Right.
And then the Stormcloaks have came up, and they've all stabbed each other.
Yep.
And Morrowind's got nothing to do with it. Stop trying to blame Morrowind, Ognar.
Very astute. How do you do it, Holmes?
That door's jammed. Bet you £1. This door's jammed as well. This door's jammed. You owe me £1. Is there a safer way to get it? I know, Ognar. It's terrible. Right, can you catch me? Catch me. Oh, you kind of did, actually.
Yeah?
So he's not that fussed. He's too busy admonishing the atrocities of war.
Dude.
Shocking, so it is, Ognar. Absolutely shocking. And I nearly got killed by wolves because of it. And I don't think that's the first skirmish they've ever had, because there's a bunch of graves over here. This is a grim place. It's actually quite beautiful, I'll be honest. This is the nicest looking one. Minus all the death and stuff.
Yeah,
obviously,
minus all the
and
graves
wolves and things like that. Apart from all that, this one's pretty nice. And what do we have? What do we have here? Oh, this is beautiful. This big thing. Oh, these lovely tapestries. Well, I mean, what were once lovely tapestries? Obviously, the Empire and the Stormcloaks have probably ruined it, you know. This tower once served as a meeting place where those brave souls who achieved safe passage to Skyrim would find loved ones and leave notice for others who could not be found. Let it stand in honour of those who had the strength and spirit to accept Skyrim's offer, untithed to any Thaner hold and self-governed with free worship, with no compensation to Skyrim or the Empire except as writ in the armistice of old, wheresoever those might still apply.
Imagine the instant he points something out with his hand, an enemy ambushed him and slices his arm off.
Oh gosh, that would be messed up.
A monument to the struggle of those who fled their native home of Morrowind in the time following the Red Year.
Oh, I was wondering where he was getting this dialogue from. He was reading this journal.
Well, they put that sentiment in the bin, didn't they?
We passed the 2-hour mark. It's, well...
Since those dirty, rotten...
Oh. 2 hour, 11 minutes. Let's see. This one is... a Talos Worshippers Review of Skyrim's Temples. Alright.
Thalmor Swine took our beautiful big man Talos from us. We're going to review the religious experiences of the other divine temples throughout Skyrim to see what they have to offer. I'll always love you, Talos. And we'll start where everything starts, in Whiterun and the Temple of Kinnereth. Hello, sir, excuse me. I am considering changing faith to Kinnereth. I can't remember what Kinnereth does. And you might say, well, you should have done your bloody research, sir, if you're going to swing. And I would say to you, it's your job to sell me on Kinnereth.
That is true, yeah.
Pain is so great.
Okay, so you healed him and then he was immediately in pain again. Is this some sort of scam? You healed them just enough to keep them here, but not enough to actually cure them. So is this where you do your prayers? Oh no! Oh, it's water. I didn't realise that was water. I just got my feet wet. Because I haven't got boots on, actually, I don't think. I'm running around with my feet out. Like a real practitioner of the faith. I could only find black robes, though. Is that going to be a problem? A black robe's going to be an issue, so... Kinnereth, your new favourite son is here. Can you...
He is piggy dipping at the piggy pond.
Move this guy so I can get into the middle. I want to talk to Kinnereth. Kinnereth is my new pal. Listen, I'm having a religious experience here, sir. Can you piss off and let me have my religious experience?
My
My friend's dad was in Desert Storm and their sniper actually did just that to an Iraqi officer right as he was pointing at something with a Barrett M82A1. The 50 caliber round hit him in the wrist and then there was blood squirting out the stump of his upper arm with everything above the elbow down missing.
Are you for real? Oh my god. Holy shit, dude.
In the Temple of Kinnereth when everybody's too busy moaning about how much pain they are. When I have lost my deity, which means I'm suffering emotional pain, which is way worse than whatever's going on over there. You're not going to help them. I'm trying to pray.
Yeah, he
exactly.
told me about that.
Help this poor man. Oh, I got a compass. Look at my compass. Listen, your healing practices aren't very good, are they?
So sick.
Shut those way. I'm trying to talk to him, you attention-seeking wee cow. I'll get to you in a minute. Kinnereth's new chosen warrior is here to help you. Right? There you go. Now, yeah, perfect.
Stop.
Not a chance. I have loads more divining to do. It's a lovely wee place, okay, but it is full of miserable bastards. All I've had is nothing but complaints from you folk. I am trying to have a religious experience very easy for me to say. I lost my deity, you see. I'm a Talos man. Listen to the accent. And I'm here to see if Kinnereth can fill that Talos-shaped hole in my heart.
You should buy some produce from Carlotta's stall. Most of it comes from my farm.
I'm not here to make a purchase, sir. I'm here to have a religious
It was about
experience.
230 meters away, but the 50 caliber BMG travels at a flat trajectory same as the 12.7 millimeters.
Oh yeah, I can believe that. 50 millimeters, 50 caliber is no joke, yeah.
The marriage between capitalism and religion. Is this where I'm supposed to be praying? Can I sit here? This is a bed for the sick, isn't it? But my robes are sick, so I'm gonna sit down. I sat down. That looks like an alien.
It does.
You probably don't know what an alien is, okay? But you're just gonna have to take my word for it. Now, I've played StarCraft, I know exactly what that is. Oh, bread! Brilliant. Love it.
Yum, yum,
Yes, free bread.
Yummy bread.
That's not so bad. Where did he go? Where's the lad? He's left his station. Where is he? Where did he go? Excuse me, I'm trying to have a religious experience in there. Is he away to worship Talos? No, I don't. He's not over there worshipping Talos. Is he in the pub? Is he one of those priests? No,
is he one of
fine.
those
I'm
priests?
No, I
He
don't
ate
see.
the
Is
old
there a
thing.
priest in here? No, why would there be? You haven't seen the local priest, have you? You might have seen. Hello.
Oh.
You might have seen the local priest. You haven't seen a priest, have you? I understand I've kind of lost the plot when it comes to the point of this video already. But I'm just very, very curious. Where did he go? The temple is full of complainers. The local priest is a part-timer, and I still don't know what Kinnereth does. You do get free bread, though. 3 stars. The Temple of the...
Okay, it was a Temple of Kinnereth. Where the heck was Danica Purespring at? She's like the head priestess or whatever.
Bella. The goddess of art and beauty. Hello, sir. One of the most popular ones. In all of Tamriel, I can't imagine why. Skyrim's Temple of Devela immediately loses points for being in Markarth, which automatically makes it basically impossible to find. Where is it? If I was the Temple of Devela, where would I be? I wouldn't be in Markarth, tell you that much, right? Is this the Temple of Devela? Yes! All the
It definitely is Debella.
Oh, this is a much better welcome than Kinnereth, by the way. I'm already impressed. Hello, madam. I have been forced to relinquish my love for Talos, and I'm looking to replace it with superficial love for the lassie with the big diddies. What's happening?
I'm sorry. The Temple of Debella is closed.
Ah, why is it closed?
Like Kung Lao after at Madame Bo Tea
They're
House.
shagging. I'm not going to walk in on them, right, because that's rude. But can I at least have a look around, okay? Like, so let's pretend I was allowed to get involved, okay? And I was allowed to obviously worship the beauty and art of Debella. And I come in here and the place is already a horrible...
Isn't Debella basically like Aphrodite?
Dwemer ruin-looking place. But it does have a nice wee thing. Is this the wee thing that we're like, oh, Debella, whatever? I mean, what do you even pretend to pray for when you worship Debella? What do you do? You just sit in the hot tub. Of course there's a hot tub in the middle of the Temple of Debella. This place is class. Let me get in character. Oh, Debella. I just pure want my hole. Please.
What?
Suddenly I feel dirty. Has this been
Ha
cleaned
ha.
recently? Actually, I should have asked that question first. I need something to dry myself with because I'm not using my robes. There's a broom. Can you brush water off? No, not really. Well, I'm just gonna have to walk around naked for a little bit until I dry off, okay? Because I can't find anything.
He's gonna air dry.
Phallic festivals in here as well. Don't think I haven't noticed. Phallic. I mean,
Boobish.
phallic if you really go for it. I did find the cabbage.
Well, I was
to be
gonna
fair.
say it looks like a boob.
That can go in there now. That cabbage is now filthy. Oh, is this the room I'm not supposed to go in? I mean, while I'm here, you know, because you got to see, I'm pals with DeBella. You know, me and DeBella are buddies now, or at least we're going to be. I lost my deity in Talos, so I did. And he never loved me anyway, to be honest. I suspect DeBella gives much more attention. Listen, I know I'm not supposed to be here, okay? And I'm sorry I'm naked.
And just what do you think you're doing?
I was curious about the temple. I'm very sad and I need a cuddle.
Unfortunately for you, we don't allow men into the inner sanctum.
Oh, no men allowed! Oh, that's well rubbish.
We could make an example of you, but perhaps you could be put to better use.
What use is that? I'm not doing a quest, by the way, I'm busy.
The ceremony you so rudely interrupted was the exalted protocol of the Debellan Sibyl.
Oh, you were shagging. Stop it. Ah, blah, 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 blah. I've got stuff to do. Never mind any of this rubbish. Where am I going? Hello. Oh, relax.
Oh my goodness.
Stand a chance again. Oh, she's really mad. Okay.
Oh no. What did you do?
Anyway.
What did you do to piss them off?
Oh my goodness. Officer, the horny priestesses are trying to... Ow! Please, could you help? Officer, maybe? No, is it fine? Is it fine? No, okay.
Are they allowed to attack me then?
Perfectly no behaviour from a priestess. I was just looking for sanctuary, for emotional sanctuary. You bugger off as well. I don't want your stupid letter, whatever it is. Stop, you've locked me in dialogue. There's a dead body there. This is not very Ow! This is not very divine of you. DeBella would never. A bunch of violent, rampant, unwelcoming church wenches. Anderson Marker, 1 star. The Temple of Mara, the goddess of blessings and love and compassion and stuff. And I need a bit of compassion after all that. I'm a sad boy that needs a hug. Would anybody like to give your man a cuddle? I'm still naked. Sorry about that. Give me a minute. Now we can cuddle. Come here. There we go.
Isn't Mara like prosperity?
My husband bears.
See Discord DM.
I'll take that as a no. Hello, listen, I'm not allowed to worship. Hello, sir, I'm not allowed to worship Talos anymore, and I'm kind of doing the rounds to see what the other deities have to offer.
Aww, kitty!
What do you say? What's Mara all about? I know that you can get married here. That's fun. Yeah. Can I be honest with you, Father? Do we do that? And I don't think we do that in Tamriel or in Skyrim or in Tamriel.
I appreciate the kitty picture.
I don't have much luck with the ladies.
That's Onyx.
If today's anything to go
Good
by.
name. Good name.
So what would Mara have to offer? Oh no! What would Mara have to offer a loveless walloper like myself? For God's sake. Dude, he wasn't even listening. Hey, right, okay, I can do that.
Oh.
Too. A wee bit the old slav squat. That's no bother. Why?
She's a mini panther.
I can squat down
she's
way
an
further than
adorable
you. That's
panther.
me just showing off in front of Mara. What? No, sinking again. There's something wrong with the floor over there. Right, just so you know, the floorboards are dodgy over there. That's not good. That's not good at all. This actually feels like a church, right? The rest of them, the other two, one of them felt like a lovely garden, to be fair, right? And the other felt a bit like a brothel. I'm supposed to put my givings
like
in here, my donations to Mara. But I'm skint, so what? No, nothing. Okay, it's locked. I was just going to give Mara £1, but since she won't let me in there, I won't be doing that. All right, Mara, what's happening? Can we hold hands? Holding hands with Mara. Mara's my pal. Mara understands me. She understands I miss the big man, and she's offered to fill the Talos-shaped hole in my heart. Yay! See, we get it. Hello.
Lady Mara bids you welcome.
Stop, get your hands out my face, please.
Her blessings are many. To love is to know the true nature of
Did you ever see my video of her back from 2011 when we first got her?
I don't think so, no.
Sing.
Not all can hear the broad echoes.
Oh.
Dawn. You must first act as her hands in the world.
I tried to do that in the Temple of the Bella and they attacked me for it. That's crap for them. I like Mara. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to grab your face there, pal. Mara, it's like, I need you to do something for me. And I'm like, well, I'm kind of busy
She has a
today. I want to
permeal
go,
hybrid,
but
that's a
Mara, it's
pearl.
like, don't worry about it.
Aww,
come back whenever you're
that
ready.
sounds so
I'm always
cute.
here for you. Open arms. I like Mara, and we can sit somewhere nice. I'm going to sit with you, sir. You already stood up. I guess I won't be sitting with you today.
Here for the fishing, I guess.
A fisherman. See, it's good. It's good when you see the locals in the temple.
See the
That's how
video
you
to see
know
for
it's
yourself.
a divine, a god of the people, or that it takes advantage of poor folk. That one's not as good. You've got much nicer flowers than the Temple of Kinnereth, by the way. I don't know if I pointed that out when I was in Kinnereth, that they've got pathetic plant pots that have like 2 bits of lavender in it and they look sparse and rubbish. Yours, much more colourful. Although there's no real daylight that comes in here, so I don't know how they grow. And by not much, I mean none. None at all.
And by not
Just
much,
because
I mean
Rifton's
none.
outside. You guys must have great fun. You got books, eh? We church sessions, we church band. Christian rock, eh? Mara rock, Divines rock. Mara's my pal. Brilliant, excellent. The people of Rifton, or anybody, doesn't have to be of Rifton, can come and just help themselves to the food and the ale. That's good. It's not one of those religions that doesn't let you drink bevy. Couldn't be having that. No, I couldn't. They said you can't worship Talos. They didn't say you can't have any bevy. It's this. Yeah, well, I'll fix that for you. Yeah, fixed. Kind of, maybe.
Uh-oh. Bye. Oh, there it goes. Well.
Aye. Anyway, I'm just going to go and check your basement, and since you guys are lovely, that's not going to be a problem, I hope, and I won't get attacked or anything like that. This is just storage, okay? That's fair enough. Ooh, I'll be through here. Oh, what is this? That's a dead body, and I just saw a ghost in there. I swear to God, there's a ghost in there. This is
Oh my goodness.
Well,
this is obviously the Hall of the Dead. The Hall of the Dead isn't actually usually attached to the temple, so that's actually good. I mean, it's gross that I can just be talking to Mara and then accidentally stumble across a dead body, and then find
Have you
ghosts
ever
in here.
met my
That's
friend
unfortunate.
Kyle's
A lot of
mom?
ghostly Hello, sir. You need a hand there. I'll put you back.
Well, why are you reciting Kyle's mom as a bitch?
Right. Mara said she wanted help, but she wanted help in her own way, and I don't do other people's way. I do my way. But you've probably oh heavy. Right. But just because I refuse to go on a quest for her doesn't mean just because I refuse to go on a quest for her doesn't mean I can't help out a little. Although I'm not sure. I'm not sure the Hall of the Dead has too much to do. There we go. With the Temple of Mara.
Dude!
And then when she comes back and sees that, she'll get a pure fright. Brilliant. You can hook up with Mara, marry the local fisherman, and join a religious folk band. Also, the basement is haunted. 4 stars. As it turns out, nobody else actually has a dedicated temple to them. So that takes us here, to the Temple of the Divines in Solitude. Hello!
Blessings of the 8 divines upon you.
Well, the 8 divines is why I'm here, actually. Okay, see, I used to be a stinky Talos worshipper, is what I've been told. What I've been told to say.
Walk in the steps of the divines.
Yep. And I'm not allowed to be a stinky Talos worshipper anymore, so I have to pick another one. And I hear this is all the divines are worshipped here, so this isn't really the place for a devout religious person, is it? This is the place for somebody who can't really make their mind up and is really just here to kiss the arse of the Thalma. You know, so when they're like, who do you worship? You're like, not Talos. You know, the 8 divines. What?
Who do you worship?
Is this
not
in case
Talos.
any Talos worshippers come along? This place might be the problematic one that has a very Talos-shaped hole in there, just like my heart. Right? This is like my heart, because I pure love all the divines. I can even name a couple of them. And there's a big Talos-shaped hole in my heart. But my heart doesn't give you free weapons, so I have to admit, maybe just being a warrior of the divines would,
That's a nice sword,
have its
too.
benefits. I dropped that one. You look sad. You look ashamed. That's the face of an ashamed. Get that hood up. That's the face of a lassie that's ashamed. That's the face of a lassie that used to do 9 prayers a day and now she's only allowed to do 8. I understand, but listen, there's not too much you can do about it, right? It's not her fault. Okay, I mean, she could leave, couldn't she? She could leave and worship Talos. And the rest of them if she wanted, but she doesn't. Unless those are her weapons. And she's just getting ready. So next time Talmer comes up to her and he's like, oh, I'm just making sure there's a Talos-shaped hole in this shrine, she can just be like, boom! And club him to death. Living the dream. Can I get in here? No, what's in there? That's just crap. Never mind. Alright, just sleeping quarters. Oh, that's an awful lot of wine. The poor priests of the divine solitude, divine temple of the divines, are drinking themselves to sleep, so they are. Such is the shame and guilt that
I see your little dancing
emojis. I would
emojis.
imagine if you didn't care for Talos, okay, if you were a dirty imperial Thalmor bastard, this would be fine. This would be lovely. Like the benches are quite nice.
Oh shit! Sorry. Are those little tiny dancing Rick Astleys? That's cute. I like that.
You know, although they only seat 2, right? And if you don't bring somebody with you, and you get stuck, and they're quite narrow, and you get stuck shoulder to shoulder with somebody, it would be quite awkward, especially if one of you still liked Talos and the other one didn't. That could cause a lot of problems. So it could. Oh, there's a shiny ball over here. Why do you have like insect bits and stuff in here, madam?
Yeah, that's a Karis egg.
Or is that for the children to play with? Is that for the children to play with? Like, you know, because they get bored, don't they? Oh, sweet rolls.
Yeah,
oh,
kids get bored in church.
Oh, no. Where did it go? Oh, no.
Oh, you just made a mess.
But where's the... Oh, no, I'm never getting that. Oh, bollocks.
Look what you did.
I guess I'll just
messy.
bread like the common... Oh!
He keeps grabbing the plate.
The atmosphere is tense and divisive. The priests are drunken.
He's like, you know what? I'm not even hungry.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you. Dragon 1058 Rickroll, 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 Dragon 1058 Rickroll. Damn it, phone, what the hell?
What in the world happened there?
That's pretty nice, actually. The priests are drunk and ashamed, and there's food all over the floor for some reason. Other than that, it's pretty nice, actually.
Not what I'm trying to do.
The lot of it. Tell me I can't worship Talos, I'll show them a religious experience. Welcome to the Temple of Talos, which most people don't actually know is here, by the way, just so you know, right? That's Candlehearth Hall. Between Candlehearth Hall, on the way to see Ulfric, is the Temple of Talos. So it is.
That's what that little building
is.
is.
Everybody where it is so they can all mob the Temple of Talos. And we can all tell the big man how much we miss him. Is it locked? No. That door's a bit stiff. It might be the cold, to be fair. Again, lovely big church-like place. And seats more people on the benches, so there's no awkwardness. Not that there'd ever be any awkwardness between Talos worshippers. We're all pals, so we are. And that is a cracking big statue.
To receive the blessing of Talos, you have only to pray at the altar.
Big man doesn't even make you jump through any hoops. You want to worship the big man, you just pray at the altar. That's it. Even Mara asked more than that, and Mara was lovely.
You know about Talos? He founded the Empire.
He did. I know about Talos, he's my pal. Tell me more about him. Tell everybody more about him. Let's spread the word. Let's have a divine experience.
Talos, who in life was known as Tiber Septim, united Tamriel...
Aye, okay, that's the history stuff. Alright, okay, aye. You just
and you asked.
Bookshelves have brackets. I don't know if I've ever noticed any of the bookshelves in Skyrim having brackets before. There's also a cloak in here. A nice black cloak. Right, okay, I got to admit, I was going to have a wee go, right, because this place doesn't actually have anywhere near as much stuff as basically everywhere else. It has one bed. Sorry, I need a drink. It has one bed over there, probably for you, and then it has a wee
Wesker on Easter egg hunting be like, you will give me an egg.
But it does
you will
have
give
a nice
me
black
an
cloak
egg.
to match my nice black robes.
How dare you?
Oh, yeah, of course that would be considered stealing, wouldn't it? Would you believe? Okay, you can take it back, right? I think that's crap, right? Because I think all Talos worshippers should help each other in these trying times. But I'm just so used to doing whatever I wanted, I totally forgot that would be illegal. Talos! Freedom!
Freedom!
Not so much freedom that you can help yourself to whatever you want. 4 stars. So you know what I was thinking? None of this is working really, is it? No. And I used to worship a man once, a man who became a deity. So why not do it again? Behold, the Temple of Mirak.
It's under construction, okay? This is a new faith. Everybody knows new faiths are... Stop when I'm talking to you. Everybody knows new faiths are brilliant. Okay, nothing wrong with a new faith in the shadow of a volcano.
He grows ever near to us.
He grows ever near to us. Perfectly normal response when talking about your deity. Grafters. Grafters worship the Dragonborn. Nothing wrong with that. You guys all seem happy enough.
They have forgotten.
They've forgotten. Well, maybe they should remember. Hey, what's this? What happens if
Oh
you...
yeah, this is
Smells weird. What happens if you touch it? Here in his temple, that they have forgotten. How
Mirak,
do we
yeah.
toil, that we might remember. 5 stars.
5 stars. Okay, I'm going to end it off by here. Window capture. We're gonna... Oh, hang on. We're gonna watch this adorable kitty video right here. Of Onyx, Mark's kitty.
My video of Onyx.
Aww. Aww. Yee, that's like, whoa, that's a heck of a thumbnail. Yay, cute kitties. Alright. I think that's gonna do it for this Saturday.
Can barely hear it on stream.
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry about that. It was turned up all the way. But from what I could hear, it was very adorable. It was like a purr meow, like you said. So yeah. Thanks, guys, for joining on another
Bye.
Saturday chill stream. Yes.
Bye.
Bye. The links to the Discord and the YouTube are on my Twitch page. Also, the donation button.
Your purple hair kinda reminds me of Daniela from Haunting Ground.
Yes, I know, Pookie. You've said so before. Purple hair, purple hair. But yeah. I think that's gonna do it, and I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Stream something tomorrow. So, see you guys. Bye. Love you all.